doesn't let me record the stream. So
yeah, no, I was wondering, what's Twitch?
Twitch is mostly doesn't let me record the stream. There you go.
So, yeah,
right,
no,
I'm gonna mute this.
I was wondering.
There you go. Otherwise, I'm talking to you twice because it goes live. Anyway, in case you're wondering, this is not a filter. I broke the arm off my glasses. All right, where are we? I need coffee. Greg is going to interfere with us shortly. Everybody's looking at the back of my camera here on TikTok. How bizarre. Flip her around.
Okay, that's where it is.
And then we'll start playing with some cards. How is that? Okay. So do you read? Tracy, you read, yeah?
I haven't for many, many years. And I'm worried that I've forgotten everything. So
no, you haven't. It's like riding a bike.
Absolutely.
It's like
I'm not very good at that either.
Well, there you go. Okay. Well, maybe rollerblading. Yeah. Hey, everybody.
Nah, rollerblading ain't my game.
Everybody's got a trick, you know. You just got to figure out what your trick is, and then once you got your trick, man, everything just flows, right?
Yeah. You have your cards with you, Tracy?
I do.
Good. Are you using the regular Rider-Waite, or are you using a different deck?
I'm using a different deck that my husband brought back for me on. He went on a work trip and saw the set and thought he'd bring it back.
Okay. What deck is it?
It's Mary L.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Mary L. Tarot is beautiful. Have you seen it?
It really is.
Yeah.
Oh, 1 second. Yeah. I'm going to mute this.
Oh, my. How many dogs?
You're muted. How many dogs? We can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Sorry, they're still barking. There's 3 of them.
That's okay.
Apparently somebody walked past outside.
Well, yeah, and you're not paying attention to the legs.
Exactly.
Alrighty.
I know the feeling.
So I did not go on to Meetup and check and see how many people we are supposed to be expecting today, but there you go. So
well, right whoever shows up shows up.
Exactly. All righty. All right. So Tracy, you haven't sat in on one of my crazy little cards.
No, this is the first time.
First time. Okay, well, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome. So we currently have 9 victims, sitters eligible in the chat here, assuming they're actually in the chat and assuming they're going to volunteer to be guinea pigs, sitters for these cards. I'm reading tarot cards here in case you guys are wondering. That's how we end up talking about you guys, which is why you're here. Hi, all you guys. Nobody said a freaking word. They got the chat. Have you been on TikTok, Tracy?
Yes.
Okay, so you've seen how it works, and hi Zeno, how are you? And they chat in the bottom, and I can't watch it on the big screen because I don't get the chat. So I have to have the stupid telephone go in at the same time. It's the only way to read the chat. And when it records it, unlike YouTube, which records at the same time, and I have to use 2 different cameras for it because it won't do both. Hi Shiver Ducky, how are you? I don't get the chat, so I've got to be on this stupid phone. So yeah, it's fun.
Oh, it sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's just I figure it's just make it. There's got to be an easier way to do it. I know that the big TikTok accounts, we're talking a couple of 100,000 followers. They have the ability to use the live stream. I don't have that ability yet. Hey Treva, how you doing? You look healthy, girl. All right, I am doing really well, you guys. I am getting over a COVID, non-COVID, just like me to get something that I don't actually get, right? Hi, Brenda Marie. How are you, darling?
Which proves that COVID doesn't have any rules.
No, it doesn't have any friends. Well, I suppose anybody not wearing a mask is its friend. You know how that works, right? You don't wear a mask, you have a way better chance of getting it. You have to give even thy enemy. You have to become one with your enemy, Treva. That's the magical, crazy insanity. Hello, Captain from Ireland. Don't mind me, you guys. I'm going to break out every couple of seconds and say hi to talk to somebody on the TikTok. Otherwise, the victims don't come in. The sitters don't come in. So I bet you. I don't even have to have
Okay.
Treva ask because I know she wants to throw some cards at you. Mary, I don't know if you remember Treva's situation. They got some health issues. Okay, so let me explain how this is going to work. Hi, Carrie Green. How are you?
Okay.
Eye contact. Oh,
Bring-
that's interesting.
Bring us up to date. Bring
Okay,
us up to date.
All right, so
I'm going to
basically
use
how
my
it's going to
regular
work,
deck.
I'm going to pull 3 cards for the victim, the sitter in this case, which is Treva. And Treva's got a background that I'm aware of that you guys aren't going to be aware of course, because you've never read for her before. But what you're going to do is either pull 1 card to maximize the cards that I am doing, so to add something to the reading that we're pulling out, or pull 3 cards of your own, depending on how you feel, however many, but it's just a quick, whatever way you're going to practice pulling the different energies out of the cards. And we're able to see things in discussing what we see in those cards that we might not see looking at ourselves. And that's the whole point of practicing the reading of the cards, is letting the cards tell you what they really need to be saying. And so that's the whole point of this little exercise. Occasionally we will have organized classes and cover specific topics and whatnot, but unless we have,
well, if people put in their suggestions of topics in on the meetup or whatever, then we can do something about it.
No, we can do that too. Yeah,
you know,
I got this 2 of Wands jumping out of the cards, and that just screams at me. Okay, prove it.
Oh.
Show us the cards. All right, so you guys ready to play? You with us, Tracy? All right, so who was I? So we're going to read the cards for Treva. Treva is having health issues and issues with her family that create even more issues and lots of drama and stuff. And last time I talked to her, she had just stepped through a new process in her existence, and everything was brand new and kind of scary and settling in. And we don't know what has happened since then. That was a couple of weeks ago. So here we go. Pay no attention to the fellow in the blue shirt in the background. That is my husband, Greg. He is, if you like hot sauce, this man, he is a god. We call him the Pepper Master for good reason. I don't even know if he waved. He's sitting there.
He did, and we waved back.
He's going to feed me while we read for Treva. All right, so you guys ready? I'm going to pull the cards. You're going to concentrate on Treva's energy and see what you can get for her. All right, we ready? All right, and if you guys on TikTok are playing too, oh my gosh, I got a 2 of Wands, I got a Princess of Wands, and I got a Knight of Cups. Now my 2 of Wands is about, it really screams about putting more energy into it. You really gotta suck it up and pull the energy out of your center and put it into focus on this issue that you are dealing with. The Princess of Wands in this situation is the bridge. It is the connection. It is the flow through of energy that brings you to this Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups is about the action of putting your desire into effect. Right. Okay. So you're dealing with, so Treva says she's added that she's dealing with memory loss. All right. So this is going to add to the where you need to put more energy. They're going to show you different ways to, are you still in medical care? Because the page says yes, but I'm not sure if they've home cared you or not. Hi, Irene. Thank you for coming. I'm going to make a list shortly, but right now we're doing a reading for Treva. And then the Page of Cups talks about putting your emphasis and your focus on your personal desire. I'm getting a Cancer here, which screams of July. So there's forward movement coming there. The Princess being the seed. Between the seed and the action is the space. But you've got to pull that fire energy and put it into that positive emotion space. You feel that? God. Your eating is bad. You're doing it alone. Why are you doing this alone? You need health professionals. You need to put the energy into pulling this health professional into this. Do you feel this? You can't do this by yourself, sweetheart. You cannot. All right, you guys. Tracy, did you pull a card, or should we start with Mary?
It doesn't matter who we start with. Oh, Mary's
Ah,
coming.
all right, go for it. All right, Mary pulled. What did you get?
The fire.
The what of fire? Sorry.
Two.
The two of fire, right? So it's the two of wands. This is the exact
Yep.
same card that I got, right?
Which is
Okay.
kind of interesting.
Oh, it's very interesting, especially, watch this. Treva just typed in the chat. Thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that, Irene. Treva just typed into the chat because nobody listens. All right. So this suddenly screams at me. You get a message from that two of wands with that comment, Mary?
Basically, you've got to take up the torch and go for it. I also, just for fun, pulled out some Lenormand cards.
Oh, cool. See, I find those very predictive. All right, let's come back to Lenormand because Treva could use all the power we can send her way. I get the energy saying, keep talking. They're not listening. This says, keep talking, keep talking, keep talking. Somebody is going to listen eventually. You just need the right person to listen, right? The seed being the beginning, right? Tracy, what did you pull for her?
Okay, my first one was the eight. Whoops, can you see that?
Yep.
Eight
Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Right.
Work at it.
I get work too. That's my apprentice card.
Okay.
Yeah. Work at it.
I'm really struggling to remember what everything means, and I'm hoping
We will
it'll come
remind
back.
you. That's why Tarot Phenoms. It's working together.
But Tracy, look at the picture.
Yeah.
What
do you
does the
see in
picture look at there?
There is the there's like a little lamb, and
Okay.
It's divided in half by the it's like an abyss sort of theme. So I'm not.
Well, what do you see in it?
Normal rider weight. It's like a battle almost.
Yes.
Because you've got these two very different sides here with the lamb in between.
That's cool.
Okay.
It's cool that you see that, right? So do you see the lamb as representing Treva in these cards?
Yeah, and it's like this fight between, or maybe fight is the wrong word.
No, it's perfect.
No.
Knowing her situation, it's the perfect word. But
okay,
feel the words that are coming into your heart and into your head. Feel
yeah,
it.
it's like being trapped in the middle of these two things.
Yes,
that's right.
Yes, that's exactly where Treva is in this position, and she's sort of that feeling of loss. Feeling the lost little lamb that you're feeling in that card screams at me that is where she is. She doesn't know really which way is up because she's bumping into this glass ceiling of not hitting on the right person to help her. Yeah. And until she hits on that right person to help her, we're it. Right. So she's pulling energy from this and carrying on and finding. So here, right. So the fight that you're seeing, it's a little bit of fighting with herself because she's got her health issues that make the fight that she's got to deal with difficult, but she's also got family fighting with her, which makes what she has to do even more difficult, right? Because everybody wants what they want. They don't care what we want, right? And until we take control and power what we want, it doesn't work. So did you have another card there?
Tracy? I did.
All right.
My other one, or next one, is the Five of Pentacles.
The Five of Pentacles. Okay. Now, go ahead. I want you to see and feel what you can get out of that card.
He's got this magnificent little, if you can see that, in his chest, this circle of I guess it's a very nice, peaceful landscape in there. Mm-hmm. And
so let me describe the card quickly too, Treva, because they can't unless Treva's got you
they can't see it
on a separate channel. She can't see your card.
Gotcha.
So here's the fellow, and he's basically, it's an image from the waist up, and it's a nude chest. Hey Meryl, how are you? And in the middle of his chest, where the heart is, there's a disc. And in the middle of the disc, like looking through a window, there's a beautiful landscape, and it's peaceful and it's beautiful, right? It's like a landscape. Show me the card again. Let me see what else I can see to describe for her. And the fellow he's looking at the window and saying, and he's pointing at that little window as if to say, this is what I want. This is where I want to be. Right? Do you feel that?
It's like right over his heart.
And it's right over his heart, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Treva can see it in the distance. Okay. Do you feel what now? So what are you telling her? What are you feeling those cards are saying to do with, because we've nailed the space where she is, right? What does she need to do with that card to bring the energy more balanced, more forward for her?
Oh, okay. And I'm not quite sure how to go forward with that. Like how to interpret that.
Okay. All right, Mary, do you feel?
I would look at the third card. You did pick a third card, didn't you?
Yes.
Tracy?
Yes.
Okay, look at the third card.
And the third card is the Tower.
No.
All right. What does the Tower quickly tell you how to get to where you're going?
I don't remember. Honestly, I use.
Well, look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
The quickest way for Treva to get where she needs to go.
It looks like this card itself looks like take no prisoners.
Bingo.
Right? You hear that?
Move it.
You hear that,
Burn it
Treva?
down.
You got it. You got it.
Yeah.
This is her battle to win. It's
That's
not
right.
a battle that's open to be lost. She doesn't understand that she is going to win this battle as long as she continues to fight it. Right? Are you seeing that too, Mary?
I'm seeing a lot of interesting things from Tracy's cards, but also the cards I have.
Yeah.
The bottom of my pile of how do you call it?
Hey, Allison.
Tarot is the Two of Air. All right. And the Two of Air says, feel your pulse, close your eyes, jump in, and trust.
You feel that?
Because that goes with the Two of Fire.
No, even better. Holy crap. Right?
Okay.
Which was the original card.
That's right. So the two cards are saying basically decide, go for it.
To choose. It's you or it's them. You can't have both, right?
No,
you can't please everybody. How does that
absolutely
song go?
not.
You can't please everybody, so you might as well just please yourself. Yes, Allison, we are. Right? Do you feel the way the twos come together and they just they're like the two pillars on on the Empress card, where you've got on the
High Priestess. High Priestess.
So one is the solidity and one is the fluidity, right? But if you want solidity, you can't have the fluid. You really gotta dig it down and put it together, right? You got it?
Interesting enough. Yeah, and interesting enough, Lenormand tells us that the outside world, the garden and everything else is a secret society. It's closed, so forget it. Yeah. Make it quick because it's the scythe. Cut it. Break out of it for a new messy beginning.
Yeah, it's going to be messy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Breaking people's hearts and going against what other people want always pisses them off, right? But this is your go around. It's right. The Five of Pentacles that Tracy has, that always screams to me of dot your I's, cross your T's, gather what is yours, and walk on, baby, walk on.
That's right.
You feel that?
And basically also, because you can't please everyone, because you will never know what they really want. They tell you what they want. They're open, but they don't even know what they want. Cut your losses.
In the world. That's right.
Cut your losses.
Yeah, cut your losses. That's where was that sword? What was the sword that was
it's a scythe. It's a scythe.
Oh, with the scythe. There was the cut with the scythe.
Cut your losses.
Cut your losses. I can't use this. This book is, I can't use this book. All right. So it's greed. Yeah. So cut your losses, right? You can't make your decisions, your choices based on somebody else's point of greed, right?
Because you can't read them. The book is closed.
Yeah. They're not going to tell you exactly what they want or what they need, right? Because they have whatever their agenda is.
That's right.
Not what you want. All right, you guys. Okay, let me see who is in here. Let's see. We got Jessica is not in, I don't know why, is not in the meetup with us, you guys, but Allison Mello is in there. Who else? Let me see who else we can get on the line here. Good to see you guys here this morning. Oh, say two prayers. Treva's sons, dogs, having some serious issue. Irene is looking to get on the list, I assume by the flowers. Thank you, darling. Meryl, who is running moderator issues today. Do you want to be on the list, honey? All right, so let's see what we can do here. All right. I miss my pup too. She went over to the Rainbow Bridge many years ago. All right. I smell food. Is there food?
Lunchtime.
Food? Maybe not for me yet. Did you just make your food for you? And
I'll feed you as soon as I can, okay?
okay. Feed me first. It's obviously too hungry to feed me at the same time because there was work
No,
involved.
the bigger pieces are taking longer.
Oh,
don't
I
assume
see.
the worst.
Okay. Oh, we're assuming the best. There you go. All right. So he's going to feed me. It's just taking a little bit of time here. All right. So, all right, Jessica. And Jessica, are you playing along with your cards at all? I know it's tricky with the chat to stay up too, but hopefully you're staying along with your cards as well. So we'll do Jessica first. C'est dur. That means hard head in English, you guys. Jessica. All right. What the heck? I got the star. That's a hopeful card.
So
The joke. It's my favorite joke. Followed by the 5 of Wands. Oh, Jessica's at her mom's place with no cards, so that's why. I'm supposed to still do a video showing you guys how to make a tarot deck out of playing cards when you don't have one. So yeah, I've got to do that video. And then I got the Princess of Cups, which is interesting. So you're hoping to, what's the challenge? What's the struggle? The 5 of Wands in here is the disruption of a situation that should be nice and peaceful, but isn't, because everything isn't quite going and settling in the way that you want it to settle. And you don't know how to make it come together. This Princess of Cups is a simple matter of whatever this challenge is that you want. You are the one creating the disruption because you are giving a crossed message to the universe. So you're telling the universe, this is what I want. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to go. And then you're not doing it, and you are wondering why how do I get to this happiness? And you really just got to go after it. And that's where your disruption is coming from. But you got to pick up this challenge or stop giving this challenge to yourself. But hoping that the challenge isn't going to be the challenge that it will be what it's going to be. And it makes absolutely no sense to me, you guys. So help us clarify these cards for Jessica, would you? Tracy, you want to start?
yeah.
The first one was the 3 of Swords.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Yeah. And there's this magnificent bird on it, attempting to carry 3 swords.
Attempting to carry 3 swords, but
Yes.
failing. Yes.
Yes, it does. It does appear that way.
Do you, just to interrupt you, Tracy, do you read reversals?
I haven't, no.
Okay. All right. You don't have to. I'm just curious if you do. Go ahead.
Okay. And then for the second one, I have the 9 of Swords.
Okay.
That has there's 2 towers on it with this magnificent city in the background, a bird flying through, and it's we've got waves crashing into a tower, and but sort of this, at the same time, there's this light that's coming through from the top of the card here. from this figure that sort of shines down on everything. So it looks like strength in there. Like you have to be strong because there's this huge wave here. You know, you gotta. And then for the third one was the Four of Wands.
Cool.
Which on this deck is a giant tree that appears to be on fire.
Yes. Yeah.
There's these beautiful flames in the background.
Oh,
yeah. On one hand, they are very beautiful. On the other hand, extremely destructive. So that was the. Now, how to put them all together?
That's the tricky part.
That's the part I'm not sure about.
All right, you put some thought into that, and I'm just going to read the list for everybody in the chat so they know who's coming up next. So I got Allison Melo next, and then Irene, then Causeway, and then Shelley Conway. All righty, you guys. And I've got here in the meetup chat room on Zoom, the voices you hear in the background are not coming out of my crazy little head. They are Tracy and Mary, and they have their own cards, and this is Tarot Phenoms, you guys. So any thoughts, Tracy?
Sorry?
I said there's food coming.
Oh. I seem to be really stuck on this Four of Wands.
Okay, so focus on it.
Yeah, with this tree appears to be charred. There's flames everywhere. You know, it's licking at the branches and at the trunk, and if that's
so how do you feel about that?
Both a little bit tentative and at the same time, you know that after the fire is done, that's when the regrowth can start.
Okay, but how do you feel about it right this instant while it's happening?
Anxious.
Feel that, right? So that's the emotion that your sitter is feeling, right? If you can feel those emotions, pull them out.
Gotcha, the anxiety.
And then speak them like you just did. That's what we're looking for. That is exactly the way. And the cards are going to tell you exactly what they mean to be saying. You just really got to pick them apart.
Yeah.
This way, right? Okay. See anything else?
This is why you focus on the picture, and what jumps out is what's important. And different times, different parts will jump out at you.
Okay,
under different circumstances. So don't always expect the same, interpretation of the card each time you get it.
Okay.
And this is part of the problem of how the books teach you. And when you go back and you try to do that, no, it is in the moment. This is where your intuition comes in, or as Tina says, the feeling comes in. You know, you're never doing it in alone. Even when you're doing it for yourself, you're not doing it alone.
Yeah.
There are always two of you there.
Yeah.
You and your shadow, me, myself, and I, whoever you want to talk with, right? So there's always something happening. What you have to do is focus on what is coming out at your head. If you're a head person, or sometimes the oracular voice is what is out of your mouth without you considering the words. Okay, this is why there are oracles. You don't think them through, they just come out.
Yeah. So the other one, then the first one was the Three of Swords with the very magnificent bird that appears to be struggling. You know, you
so you have
feel why. Feel the why of the struggle.
It's too much to carry.
Feel that?
Yeah. It feels like there's so much and there's not enough. Not enough limbs.
Now, as the sitter, as the reader, pardon me, ask yourself, Does she really have too much to carry, or does she just think that she has too much to carry?
Oh,
Because don't forget, swords is about that space.
yeah.
A head
Okay.
card.
It's not three physical things, although it ends up being three physical
Yeah.
things as swords,
Yeah.
but it is the mindset.
Yeah.
And as Tina likes to say, swords are stinky thinking.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, they're
Okay.
thinking, but when they present negatively, as they do in this situation,
Yeah.
they are stinky thinking. Yes.
But generally, if you look at the swords, depending how it comes up in the reading, it's not usually constructive thinking.
Okay.
Not usually.
Yeah.
Your
So it's,
pentacles are more constructive. They're not thinking, they're actually actions.
Mhm.
And when you are thinking constructively, you are doing.
Yes. Allison says it's like your mind fighting itself.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Mhm.
That's right.
Excellent. Excellent commentary, Allison. All right. What'd you get, Mary?
Well,
Did we get everything with Tracy? Did you feel anything else that you didn't mention?
I didn't know, although there is just there is some sort of confusion, like even after talking all of that, I'm not quite sure on this 9 of Swords.
Okay.
Like I don't necessarily see or how it fits in with the other two. Like the other two make sense to me, but
Okay.
this one,
okay. Well, that's the whole point of the 9 of Swords.
It doesn't make sense.
it doesn't make sense. Okay.
Okay. It's that time in your head when you're so beyond overthinking, or you're waking up from a nightmare and you're going, what the was all that about?
Right? You know what you know. You feel what you feel. You are where you are, and still you're like, oh, I should be confused. Sort of energy. Right?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
That
So
makes sense.
Creating a confusion where there should be none because, oh, wait, ego inception. That's what we do.
Okay.
Human
But
nature.
yeah, and if you look at the cards you had, you're carrying too much in a way. Okay. You're totally confused about it all, and you're putting so
Yeah.
much energy and burning everything down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how that fits in there then, and that.
But
that
you
makes
see,
sense to me.
this is where you have to learn the storytelling aspects
Yeah.
of pictures. You
Yes.
go to, I mean, we all read Marvel comics, or we did at one point. We
Mhm.
all read, how do you call it? We look at movies. Those are all pictures that are
Yeah.
told in story form. So we're good at story forming, except that we don't try to think of it like that when we read the cards. To me, they're basically, how do you call it? A dream. You know, dream sequences come in.
Yeah.
So and you have all these spaces in between. All you remember is 3 scenes out of a dream that felt like it was 100 years.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same sort of thing.
Mhm.
So when you're playing with your own cards on your own, just consider that way. Don't question it.
Okay.
Just
Yeah,
come
but-
out and try to make a story out of it.
Exactly. By the way, if there is a question, go after it like a dog on a bone. Let the cards answer the question. Why am I thinking this
way?
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you automatically go after the thoughts that come into your head as you first glance at the card, right? Then you're grasping immediately what it is that the card is jumping out at you for. So it's, why did it come out of the deck? Because the card is not important. It's the energy that you're trying to pull that is. And the cards are just going to be used as the tool to help you focus on what that energy translates into human English.
Yeah, because don't forget, your subconscious or your intuition does not speak English.
Yeah.
French, German, or anything else.
Yeah.
It speaks symbols. Symbols that you understand, which is why Carl Jung calls it the collective unconscious. We all have certain symbols we understand. Fire is going to burn. Okay. A red light is stop. A red light can be also passion. So, you know, it depends on the context and the colors and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you're ever not sure, you can always, as we've just done here, pull an extra card and kind of go, where are we focusing this? Where do we need to focus this?
Right. Yeah.
Allison, red can also mean a warning, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Back to Jessica. I think Allison just said the absolute best advice that came out of all of these cards that we pulled. We got to get out of our own heads, right? So Jessica's biggest problem in this whole thing is not relaxing and allowing it to happen the way that it's happening because she thinks it's going wrong or not going the way that she thinks she wants it to go, but it's going, right? You feel that? So she's her own worst enemy. Just
Yeah.
because of the stinky thinking. She's just got to, that 4 of Wands is so balanced. The energy coming through on that card is so comfortable. In spite of the entire thing being on fire, the knowledge of what is coming after gives it the peace and the power that it brings to the table. Right? You feel that? That's whereas the 4 of Swords brings that comfort of knowledge. It's more like a smugness.
Yeah.
Than an encouragement to move forward. It's like, yeah, look what I did. Right?
It's kind of interesting. Going back to the reading, I ended up with 3 major cards.
That tells you something else in and of itself, right? And
that's right.
Cards too. What does that tell you, Mary, if you get 3 majors on a cards like that?
You're dealing with life issues. You're dealing with real stuff that is, I guess, problematic. You want to go, lifetimes, or you want to go long term. These are, this is a pattern that keeps on going and has always gone.
Right. That's that energy that you just described right there. That's what makes me think of it, bringing it back to the ego inception, because no matter what Jessica does with these cards, this particular issue right here, this isn't her being in her own way. This is the ego inception being in her way. And all she has to do is go back through that ego inception, recognize it, and it will erase itself with practice.
Practice.
Yeah. But
well, anyway,
so that's how you get out of your own way.
Okay. So the whole point is you have a wish. You're going to work at it really hard. But you have to balance it and make a decision to act. How did I get all that? I had the sword, the star. I had the Emperor, which is about doing whatever you're hoping for. But is there balance in what you're looking for?
Right. Balance is always key.
Okay. And interestingly enough, the secret card, if you want, is all about where are you going?
Yeah, put the effort into where you want to go, right? The cups are like, for me, they're an energetic.
Actually, it's fire.
Sorry, yes, I know, but the cups to me are that's the emotion. That is, we have that as our emotional guidepost, right? When we know what we don't want, it's quite clear what we do want, right?
Your gut feeling.
What's that?
I was going to say your gut feeling.
Right? So your gut feelings can steer you wrong if you get in your head and choose.
Yeah, well.
Right? So the trick to using the gut feeling is, when you look at the gut feeling, it's knowing what you want versus knowing what you don't want. And the second that what you want becomes the want of somebody else, unless it is also something that you absolutely want as well, you're not in alignment. Do you feel the disconnect? Right? It'd be like me getting up tomorrow morning and going, oh, I'm going to go do something really nice and sweet for my sister, which would be so completely out of character as to be insane. Because the only person who could possibly benefit from my doing something nice for my sister would be me, because my sister sort of has a weird entitlement sort of thing where she expects everything to go the way that she needs it to go. Otherwise, the world is imperfect, and she's snipey, but she's sneaky snipey. You know what I mean? Anyway, so, but it's not something that I would get up, think about doing. And so if I saw something like that in the cards, I would be on it like a dog. What the hell is this? So I do the journalism thing. I do the who, what, where, when, why. Right? I look at the cards. If I know who the who's are, I know what the what's are. I know where the where is kind of tricky. Knights will tell you whether there's movement going on, that sort of thing. Numbers flowing. I use the numerology between the cards to see what's missing, right? You know what we didn't see a lot of? I didn't see a lot of pentacles.
No.
Did you guys see any pentacles anywhere?
No.
Which means that this isn't about the money. This is about the spiritual flowing with the thinking.
Okay. Again, I pulled up some Lenormand and I use Rana George's. And what's interesting. And
hang on, I want to throw this in
Yeah.
real quick because Allison's reading the cards without actually having cards in front of her, which is great. She says knowing what you need versus what you want. That's key too, right? So right, and that there's no compromise. Do you feel that? I hope I see Jessica in the app, so I'm hoping she's hearing all of this. Go on, Mary. Sorry.
Okay, I was just going to say the Lenormand. What I forgot to do is remove the two males and the two females that you have options for, right?
Oh, cool.
So, well, you kind of need them. You kind of need them for different purposes, right? So the three cards I pulled were the man looking this way and the man looking the other way.
Oh,
these are energy cards.
Yes.
Okay, but they're looking into each other.
Right. Right.
Okay.
But it's her yang energy in both cases.
That's right. It's all about, again, mind to a great degree, if you want. And the card in the middle, discipline. Repeated discipline.
Practice, practice, practice.
Not only practice, but be disciplined with what you want.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I like it. I like it.
Anyway, it's kind of really funny because I'm playing this new scenario thing with, okay, I pull out the tarot, but I also pull out Lenormand. So, it's kind of like, okay, how does that work?
No, it does. It works very, very well. I like it a lot.
Yeah, no, I like that, but
I haven't seen a single comment from Jessica go through the chat, so I don't know if she's able to comment or if she's there or not. Allison. All right. Mary, do you want to start for Allison?
Does she have a question?
Does she need one?
No, I'm just asking if she does have something in particular.
Jessica's just listening.
I am.
Give her a half a minute. Go ahead and shuffle.
Yeah.
The cards
as
know
I'm
what
shuffling.
Nah, she doesn't have a specific question. We're
okay. No. Okay. And I'll do the two things as well.
Okay.
But I can't shuffle all decks at the same time.
Well,
that would be interesting.
Yeah,
except that they're not the same size.
That's it. You can do that. Yeah.
So, okay, let's go see what.
That's like Marilyn does for the Kingston Tarot Lenormand conference, and when you join up, she gives you a couple of tarot cards and a Lenormand. It gives you a quickie reading for having signed up, and I still haven't signed up. The time.
Really, you haven't?
Yeah,
signed
I
up?
know. It's going to interfere with my Christmas shows again, so I have to make sure the shows that I'm doing before I can sign up.
Yeah.
I may miss it. Hello, Raspberry Roller Coaster. How you doing? All right, so we're on for Allison. Mary, go ahead.
Okay, for Allison right now in the tarot, I have the Child of Water, which is your Page of Cups in the normal system. I'll show you the picture in a minute. A 10 of Water.
Oh.
And a 3 of Water.
Oh, that's very emotional.
So it's all about relationships, emotions, and whatever else you want in that aspect of it. So the Child of Water is out to explore some kind of either emotion or a new relationship.
Allison is a Scorpio.
Okay, that's also interesting. which could mean the 10 of water. And you, okay. And the 10 of water is also a new beginning and an ending of old I mean, in my head, it's relationships for some reason. Okay. So,
well, her hubby is also a Scorpio. Oh, no, sorry. He's also she's the Scorpio. He's a Pisces.
okay. Well, the fishy is starting something new, but there is a 3 of water, which is a celebration of whatever it is that stuff that has stopped and started. So something is stopping something else, but it's a celebration of whatever it is. But the one thing interesting is that secret card is don't get into your head space.
What was the secret card? I can't read.
9 of Swords.
The 9 of Swords. Don't let it get
okay. Don't get into your head.
So let's find out what he's starting anew, because there's definitely something going on here. Allison's, oh, I know.
I hope it's good stuff. Well, it's a celebration.
Tracy, I will share anything Allison types as she types. Do you want to have a crack at it, Allison? I'm looking at my cards here and going, oh my.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wait till you hear what I got.
Okay. If you want the Lenormand added to it.
Yeah, we'll bring it on after. Let Tracy have a turn and then we'll bring
no, I'm just saying it really, really is interesting what just came up.
Oh, yeah. Well, Allison knows what we're reading. Allison over here knows exactly what we're reading.
Okay, well, I'm glad she does. That's the whole point.
So I started with Justice.
Ooh.
And that makes me think of two sides basically fighting it out.
Right. Okay. But two sides, is there more power to it? Just a fight, or is it illegal? Like, how big does it feel?
It doesn't necessarily feel like a legal thing, but rather like almost like a contest of wills.
Right. Okay. That makes sense. Given what she just said, she's got court involvement from a car accident.
Oh, okay.
Right. So I'm going to go out on a limb based on your card, right? You didn't feel the power of it being a big court battle.
No.
I felt the energy, just to describe this, because I know this energy personally. I felt the energy of the actuary sitting on the other end of the telephone, accusing me of killing my dog for $70,000. I wanted to go through the phone and rip his head off. It felt like that kind of I don't want to pay you, so I'm going to find any reason I can to not pay you. And I want you to pay me because my house just burned down. And does it feel like that? Because that's right. Yeah, like it's not a court case. It's not I'm going to jail kind of court energy.
Yeah, but there still is that
battle.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would dig. I know what she said in the line that she's got. That's the battle that she's going. So I can see it in the cards, knowing when she gives me that piece that it's got to do with the car accident. I know that the energy that you saw that wasn't full legal, but legal, right? Ish, right? You feel, do you see how it feels? What were the cards next to it?
Next to it, we had the King of Pentacles, King of Discs.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And he's chilling, eating an apple. He seems remarkably relaxed, but it doesn't feel like it almost doesn't feel like he should be relaxed.
Yes, thank you. Okay, yeah, that's important. She's just said she's left disabled because of the car accident, right? So you're getting the inability to move. So she's been locked solid.
Yeah.
Physical King of Pentacles, that's showing the inability to move.
Yeah.
Right?
So rather than
good in the card, look for the good in the card always, because the last thing you want to be giving somebody is the negativity in the cards.
Yeah.
You always want to focus on the positive to bring her. So the two together, right? Where's she going with? Feel the two together.
So it feels like this battle with somebody else that you can't move away from. It's like it's holding things up.
Yep.
You can't move on,
Right.
but at the same time, he is enjoying this magnificent apple. So it's
There's
kind of feels,
that's the settlement.
yeah, it feels
if
like
it's
this
an
light at the end of the
apple
tunnel.
you're seeing, I'm seeing that as the settlement. Did you pull a third card?
I did. The third
Yeah.
one is the King of Cups.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
Yep.
Right.
Is
So how do you feel? Right. Where does that go? How does
it
that?
feels relaxing. There's all this water around, there's these flowers, and the king is laying in the water, and it's like it's both calming because you've got this lovely water all over you, but it's also washing away, I guess, maybe the grime.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the yuck that was there before.
Right. So she's made the comment into the chat that she's got trust issues, that I assume by forgiven. She says we've forgiven and are trying to move forward together. I'm not sure that, given that I'm getting there's trust issues with self, and I don't know what the self aspect of that's coming here that needs to be forgiven, but pull that forgiveness, Allison, because either you or he, I don't know who was driving, but there's a forgiveness of self, that there's something positive that comes from every incident. You have to find it in the silver cards, right? Based on Tracy's cards, I'd be this oh, you were alone. Oh, well, you got to forgive yourself. This is silliness.
That's right.
Yeah, this is, so she was alone in the car. Yeah, whatever put you in that position. Oh, she was on the way to get her kids. Oh my gosh. Okay, so yeah, and you were hurrying because you were late. Is that 2 seconds from her home? And you were hurrying because you were late. Is that where the guilt comes from? Where's the guilt come from, Allison? Waiting on Allison here. You weren't late, but she doesn't know where the guilt is coming from. Okay, so watch this. You need to focus on this. What's the guilt bit? It could be spite. It could be it's an energy similar to that. But what I'm getting on my cards, based on what both. Oh, I see. Okay. So oh yeah. The guilt is that you're physically unable to do what you were able to do before the car accident for your kids. That's where the guilt is coming from.
The 10 of water, in my case.
10 of
The
cups.
change.
That's
Yeah.
the family legacy breakdown, but they came up positive. Do you have a negative aspect on either side of that card, honey?
Actually, this card is ending of something. And
Oh,
if you look at it, it's the salmon that gives rebirth, because when they go to the top and start to, how do you call it, propagate, whatever it is, they die. Okay. But the new one starts. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. But the new ones come in. So if you look at the picture, there's a lot of dead ones, but there are new ones coming out as well. Right. And the other thing is that the first card was a child.
Oh, there you go. Right. So her focus here is very much on the kids, right? That's where the guilt is coming from. So what do you get from that? Was that child on the Lennies?
No, that child is the first card in my tarot. The Lenny was really interesting because there's a lot of male energy.
That's, yeah.
Focusing on the fox, focusing on work, focusing on strategy, focusing on a lot of things.
There's a deception.
That's right.
Self-deception. She thinks her husband blames her. Her husband's looking at her negatively because now she can't do what she was originally
used to. Yeah,
be doing it. Am I feeling that same?
Yeah, and it's also a closed book. There's knowledge there that is closed.
You have no way of knowing until it opens it up, right?
That's right. But it's loyalty. There's something there that is.
It's the best friend, the card, the puppy dog. Oh, honey, Allison, get the stinky thinking out of your head, because
that's right.
Everything. I don't have sun cards. I don't have all this shit. Okay. I love those cards because it says everything I need to give Allison the great news that listen, the first card I pulled here, you guys, was the Lovers. So this screams of the relationship between the two fish, right? The Pisces and the two water signs, right? This is the two of you guys. You are best friends. The puppy dog card screams this up. You feel like he doesn't love you anymore. Well, knock it off. And
that's your 9 of Swords.
That's your 9 of Swords. But watch this. Was there a Page of Cups? What was the cup?
The cups was, Page of Cups.
Page of Cups. It was right. So the princess, is the seed of, right. Okay. So how many times you got to sit here, Allison, and watch me read these damn cards on TikTok to have me say the words over and over again? If you feel there is not enough love in your relationship, put more love into it. This is your best friend. He is hurting because you are hurting.
That's right.
He is. So you're seeing his pain. You two need to work together. You have everything that you need. This is a magician. This is the magic. This is the energy that we get to pull out of the universe and use to create everything that we want to create. Allison, and look at this. Anything that you're feeling guilty about or financially screwed over about, you're going to win this court case. Right? And this is going to come down in your favor, changing the way you play this. But this guy's on your side, right? You two need to work together just in case this magic is really just magic and not about the money. Although those little dot bubbles are jumping out of there at me like crazy. So there's something there. This is going to financially and physically get easier and better. Likely through the settlement, but because it's whatever, I don't know the details behind the accident, but this should be covered by at least enough that to make this the most important thing. So don't worry about the money. Don't worry about what doesn't work. Don't worry about what you're unable to do. Don't worry about what he thinks or wants or desires. Just they ran a stop sign. Well, honey, get out of your head. This man is so on side with you. That's the kind of partner I've got. Guys, if you could get a magician for a partner, they're amazing cooks too, right? He's got all the tools. You have all the tools you need in this. And this is your best friend. Go after what you want and stand by your rights. They ran the stop sign. Short of them not having insurance, and I don't see that, you are likely in a position where there is financial support for you. And if you have to, write a book and sell the book without
That's right.
I don't know where Allison is, you guys, but I really hate that this entire planet is not a socialist bastion, and that some people do not have the access to Medicare and social support that we have here in Canada. We are absolutely blessed and privileged. But yeah, relax into it, Allison. This is all going to come up. And if you don't feel that love, create the love, put the love into it, because know this, if you're not feeling the love, then he's not feeling it either. You are in Canada, so you are just as blessed as I am. Yeah, put your love into him. Yeah, I don't know how disabled you've become because of the car accident, but hey, you can only do what you can, right? Much love to you, sweetie. Thank you.
You'll find new ways of dealing with things as you explore it like a child does. When a child is born, they have no preconceived notions of what life is or how to react or anything else. Our problem is that we overthink and we say, well, this is what I used to do, therefore I can't do it now. But the reality is there are other ways of doing things every time.
Yeah.
So, like that's the point. This is why I like the cards I have. It's a child mindset.
Thank you, Irene. Irene says, you are amazing. Well, thank you. I must admit that Tracy and Mary are pulling some amazing thoughts out of the cards too. Allison, one of my favorite. Allison says, I'm trying. One of my favorite expressions comes from a little green dude by the name of Yoda. And he says, do or do not. There is
No
try.
try.
You are doing, and you are being successful, and embrace your husband and your best friend, because you guys just got the challenge of a lifetime. You are doing, and use that as an affirmation, Allison. Holy cow, that's an amazing, crazy, crazy good card for you to have. But your celebration is coming. All right, hang in there. Be patient and be loved. Be loved, be loved, be loved. All right. Irene, we're gonna let you start, Tracy.
Yeah.
You feeling brave? How you feeling?
I haven't even finished shuffling yet. Maybe you should come back.
Go ahead. Now we're gonna shuffle for Irene. You are welcome, Allison. I truly appreciate you. Alrighty. Irene, feel free to throw a specific question in there if you need to, Irene. I don't need one, and I don't know that Tracy reads well enough to be able to work with one yet. So
Yes.
we'll,
Fair.
But that's okay,
But that's
because
Hi, Shannon. How are you? All right. All right.
while I'm thinking, Tracy, if you're interested in playing with questions, take a fairy tale character.
Oh, okay.
And how do you call it? Then do a reading for the fairy tale character at whatever point in the story you have stopped at to see what
Yes.
happens next, or
That's
how
fun. I like
she's
that.
feeling.
Yeah, that's a really cool way. Use the cards to tell you what you know is going on in a book, and use the cards to see how the story is unplaying in the book. That is
Okay.
I have never done it, but that is a brilliant idea.
You can do that with movies, and you can do that if you're watching a whodunit on TV. Whodunit
movies, yeah.
You know,
what a great idea.
This is the best way, because then you get to play with the card, you get to see what works and doesn't work, and you get to see how you work with your set of cards.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. So we are looking at Irene right now. Okay. And while Irene, Tracy pulls some cards for Irene here, I'll explain to everybody in the chat here who doesn't know how this works. And essentially, you guys should be smashing the like button. Send me flowers, send me whatever. Diamonds are cool. You want to send me a radio box? Those are really fun. They're worth 2,000 gold coins, man. Those are really great. Somebody sends me something like that, I'll read for them right off, big time. Woohoo, I'll give you an appointment, $125, just like that. All right. So here's how this works. We're going to do a reading for Irene. Tracy's going to pull 3 cards. I'm going to pull cards to help focus Tracy's cards, and Mary's going to pull cards to help focus Tracy's cards. And we are going to blow the minds of our victims, I mean, sitters here in the TikTok chat. And if any of you guys want to, go live with us and come hang out, it's Tarot Phenoms. If you go down into my videos in TikTok there, you will find one that says Tarot Phenoms. You will find the address. It is in my profile, you guys. And yeah, and what else? That's it. All right, Tracy, we are right now going to do a quick reading for Irene. Yes, what do you have?
Okay. So first up, I've got the 4 of Cups here.
4 of Cups. I'm just going to fill my coffee while you do this.
Okay. So we've got the beach with this beautiful shell on it, and the waves are crashing, and everyone's gone.
No.
Oh,
We're
no.
here.
You're there.
I'm
you
here. I'm listening.
Yeah. So it doesn't look particularly stormy, but there is some upset here, or it's just the way things are working out, the way things are, and that you can't stop. Let me think about this one. You can't really stop it, like these time and tide waits for no man type thing.
Okay, the waves are coming in, and the waves are coming in, and it's
Yeah.
Are they gentle waves, or are they?
No, they're big crashing waves.
Oh,
okay.
Like it's not
it's not a tsunami.
No, it's not a tsunami, but
Okay.
it's still enough to
a lot of energy to
things
disrupt.
Yeah.
This is
It's disruptive energy.
4
Okay.
cups that we're looking at, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This
Is there a
card-
wind involved, do you think?
No, it just appears to be like it feels like just the way of things. There's nothing exterior that's acting on it.
Okay.
It's just this natural
feels-
process.
feels huge. Big. It feels bigger than it is, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
As you look at the cards, Tracy, here's what I want you to look for. I want you to look. You mentioned a storm while I was pouring my coffee. Are we looking at the storm coming or the storm going?
Well,
You know, for that.
I would say less of a storm and more like the tide coming in.
Okay. So it's something that's cyclical if it's the
Yeah.
tide.
Yeah, and it's not that you can do anything to stop it, because how are you supposed to
Okay.
stop that? But it is going to come and go.
Okay.
Okay.
So Irene has figured out what the cards are focusing her on. She has 13. There are 13 altogether, if I understand her correctly, and she's lost a bunch of them, and there are now only 5 left. And she's feeling the weight. I assume maybe 1 or 2 just went recently, and this is 5 of 13 kids, right? Yeah, siblings being your brothers and sisters. So there's 13 of you all together, and 5 only are left. I assume some have gone just recently, and this is where this disruption that we're talking about comes from. Yes. So I'll get an answer back from Irene. Go on, Tracy.
Okay, so then the next one is the Knight of Wands.
Okay.
Is this dark wolf figure with these glowing eyes, and he's holding his hand out, and there's a lightning bolt in his hand, and his eyes and this lightning bolt are the only 2 bright spots of the picture. It's very shadowed. It's like he's offering something.
Right. She just lost her brother. That's her brother coming in here. Do you feel that?
Okay.
Right now, you
Okay.
tell her, describe that fella that you see, describe that knight. And I'm pretty positive that this is going to be the latest brother that she just lost. And she's feeling the essence of on the passing of the brother, where she was sort of okay with it before. This one is the straw that broke the camel's back sort of energy. Do you feel that?
Okay.
Do you see that? I mean,
Yeah, and it's like with this lightning bolt on his hand, it's this offer of this
Light.
is something, yeah, this is something light.
yes.
And well,
What is he saying? What is he saying to you?
he's saying I'm shadowed, but not, it doesn't, the rest of it doesn't have to be. You still have this bit.
Yeah.
You know, you've got this lightning bolt in my hand that
I'm gone, but
represents
not
something
gone.
that,
Do you
sorry?
feel
Yeah.
that? I'm gone, but not gone.
yeah,
I'm
you
still here with
still
you.
have
You
this.
feel- oh man, God, I just got chills, Tracy. I get dead people coming in my cards all the time. I have yet to have dead people come into somebody else's cards. My sympathies for your loss here, Irene, but pay attention to this. This is a message from this brother. Go on. Right? I'm gone, but not gone. Feel.
Yeah,
I see,
what
I
else is this
see,
guy
but
saying?
you see too.
yeah, and it's like here is this thing that's because it's like part of his poem. It's like this is this lightness
still
that
here.
was me.
Yeah.
That I am
have a piece of
offering.
information that you guys don't have here yet. Wait till you hear this. The Knight of Swords, right? They're just waiting to get the will. You feel the power of the sword being the writing of the will, right? That's his wishes coming through.
Is it a sword, Tracy?
No, it's a wand.
It's a wand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
you might not. Oh, that's interesting.
It's more essence and
Might
more
not be able
of
to-
I'm
Yeah.
here with you. You can see it because the eyes are very prominent
Yes.
and the light is very prominent. So hold on to what you know of me
Yeah, it's like
and go on
Focus on-
with your light. Yeah.
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 Focus
Yeah.
focus on that piece of me that you carry with me, because that's where I am.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right.
Okay. So that's the Wands. So she says they're getting the Will.
Well, what's the third card?
What's the third card?
The third card is the Three of Cups.
Oh, that's a celebration. So yeah, so
Yeah.
they just
It'll be
gotta
okay.
find it, right? Yeah,
Yep.
everything's going to be just fine.
Yeah,
Three
is the
Cups.
card has this beautiful these three beautiful cascading waterfalls, and it's like it feels like an offering. Like, here is this
Okay.
beautiful thing for you.
Yeah.
Ah, very cool. Well, it's
No.
certainly as a gift, right? You feel it coming
Yeah.
from the brother. It's everything's going to fall together. Everything's going to
Could be an interesting, how do you call it, special thing for her.
there might be a special gift that she's not aware of. Yeah, I see that too. Something that she wasn't expecting, but
That's right.
wow, it's
Yeah, so wow is definitely good. Like, if
wow
you were to
is-
come across
wow.
this,
Mhm.
yeah, if you were to come across something like that in nature, you'd be like, wow, this is amazing. Look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
so-
awe.
Oh,
in
there's
awe.
there's also the aspect. Remember that she comes into this reading in pain already because she's just lost her brother.
Yeah.
Looking at the energy of those, there's a 3 aspect to those the waterfalls on that card.
Yeah.
Sort of, what's this? Is this 3 brothers, 1, 2, 3 years right in a row? Is that how that works? What's the 3? Is there 3 kids? I'm looking for a 3 here. That for why is that 3? And because it's a water card, it's a relationship. Why is that 3 so intensely jumping off the card at me as I look at it, right? I don't know, so we got to wait for Irene, but see, so you look for the flashies. I mean, I can't describe them any other way. When I look at the card, something is gonna jump.
Yeah.
Right? And it's always something that jumps. So we'll see what Irene says about those cards. Mary, do you have anything to add for Irene?
From Tracy's cards, I think Tracy's cards are pretty well succinct.
Yeah.
Okay. On my hand, I have the 5 of Fire.
Oh, okay.
Which is, in a way, be careful what you say, overextending, don't burn the house down.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But the next card is, again, a Knight, Explorer of Water. So you're going to dose that fire as you explore what's going on in your own relationship, whether it be with the past, the present, or the future.
There you go. Yeah.
And then go for it because it's the Chariot.
Yeah. That's crazy. So it's totally duplicating the energy of.
Yep.
She just read. Oh my God. I love the way you read these cards, Mary. She's going to Florida. And you know what? You can sit here till you're blue in the face and go, I don't believe in the tarot, but I just got to play the cards like this just a couple of times to see that it is so easy to pull shit that we are incapable of knowing out of the ether just by opening these. And she's off to visit the boyfriend. That's even better. That's
That's
cool.
more fun.
All right. Well, good luck to you on that, Irene. Good gosh. All right. So next we're going to go to Causeways. Causeway still hanging out there. Causeway is still hanging out there. All right. Let's see what we can get for Causeway. Oh, I got a jumper. Ace of Wands, jump in, out my deck. Somebody's got an idea. This is an idea. This is a challenge. This is something that you are putting in your own way. And this is a hard one. This is a hard one thing. So let's see where this is going. Ooh. Stupid Wands. I hate this card. 8 of Wands, Lovers, and the Chariot. All right. So the 8 of Wands, this is the forward movement of whatever this idea is. You cannot help but move forward on this. This is inspired. You got a partner to help you figure out how to put these. I don't know what the 2 parallels are because I've got the Chariot here at the end. So this is like there's 2 horses that want to go, that you want go in one place. and they want to go two different places. So there's two different things that very, very often will look up like this, and they don't want to work together. I got the Cancer jumping off of the guy's helmet here, which tells me July, probably closer to end of July, whatever this is that we're looking at. But this is a partnership. Either you have to put this together with yourself and understand that in spite of these two things running parallel, that they can run together quite comfortably, but you got to work around it more creatively. All right. So you had a fallout with your mom. Okay. I don't know how old you are, honey, but here's the thing. 8 of Wands is really about focusing your energy on forward movement, not backward movement. So you can't go back to a fight that you had with somebody and fix the fight until you look at the fight and realize what it is that you were fighting about. And I don't know what you fight about, but I'm pretty darn certain based on these cards that you're sitting here looking at, knowing that she was right and you were wrong, and you feel like you've damaged the relationship with your mom and you don't know how to put this together. And here's the good news is that you do know how to put it together. You just got to relax into it and let it flow together in the same place. So if this is a sense of there's something, I get the essence of give it back. Oh, yes. Okay. So you threw the biological dad in her face in the fight. Is that what I'm looking at here? Yeah. Here's the fun part. So if there's a stepdad involved and there's the only way that you can go back and fix this is to realize that they are not one and the same. They can't be the same. And you can't treat them the same. They have to be treated differently. But if you're playing one off against the other, then you're creating the issues that you shouldn't ought to be creating, because whether you think they are or not, whether you like their rules or not, they are in the position of power. And until your emancipation, which depending on where you live, may be as late as 21 years old, you have to live within these boundaries and rules. So you need to get comfortable with allowing them to be the idiots that they are going to be in their power, because you have no control over it. So allow the control to be the control that it's going to be, and just go with the flow. Really, this Chariot card is, you got no choice here, dude. Go with the flow. Do you feel that? All right. Mary or Tracy, which one of you guys want to go next?
Mary can go first.
All right, go.
Okay. So I have the 7 of Air, which is, again, strategy. Decide where you're going. And I love the picture on this card because it's got a map. Look at your world.
Yeah.
Figure out what's going on. Plan your route. And at the opposite end, boundaries, fights. Okay, so how do you negotiate these fights? You do that by having a strategy. And how do you get your strategy? Inspiration.
Plan.
Decide.
Plan your
okay.
Right? Tell the
It's
universe.
also about passion. It's also about looking at new things. Look at that little, whatever he is, a skink or whatever. He's just come out of the egg. It's again about, yeah. Again, look at it as if, you're not in that world. Yeah. This is a new world, no matter what happens. They've got boundaries. You've got boundaries. Don't fight over it.
Right? Yeah. Right? Know where the lines are. Right.
And that's what it's all about, strategy.
Yeah. Oh, I like
that.
Yeah.
Understand what you're looking at.
This is a strategy right here. You want what you want, and you've got to figure out how to get around. Well, right. I mean, I'm getting 3 people involved here. Hi, Darcy. How are you? Hey, welcome back, Allison. All right. Tracy.
All right. So the first one I have is the Knight of Swords.
Oh, there you go. Right. That's
Keep going. I'm
going to fix my camera.
He's wearing this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I don't need you to fix the camera. Go ahead.
Okay. He's wearing this magnificent like battle mask. And he's got his swords ready. He is ready for a fight. He's ready to go. But the second one is the Knight of Cups. And this one feels very sad. It shows the knight holding a dish with a flower in it, and there's blood flowing from the flower. And it feels like regret, remorse.
Right.
There's a sorrow there. It just feels it feels sad. It feels unhappy.
And it comes after the Knight of Swords.
Yeah.
How would you put the two together as one story?
Originally, happy, spoiling for this fight.
Yeah, you're spoiling for the fight, but
then after the fight, you think, what have I done?
It's
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to throw a little wrench into your works here, guys, because we've gotten a little piece of extra information from Causeway, who essentially the fallout was asking who the biological dad is.
Oh.
All right. So this makes it even more. It's the sensitive issues that we get to play with as tarot readers are the more detached we can be from them while being emotionally connected to them at the same time, the clearer the answers are going to be able to see, right? So we know that the pain caused by our sitter, in this case, Causeway 6, was in saying, okay, who's my bio dad? Who's the sperm donor here, dude? And for whatever reason, this is not shared, although the knight suggests that the desire is that it be shared. This is created. There's a fire action created here that in simply asking, it will create the knowledge, right? So it's the fire of air. That's the Knight of Swords. If it were the Knight of Wands, asking that same question would have spawned the name. Feel the difference in the two cards?
Yeah.
Okay. So with the Knight of Swords, what was the last card?
And the third card that I picked up was the Sun.
So it's going to come.
And it's going to be cleared, and it'll be out in the open.
Right. And you need to be delicate with her for whatever reason. She has not told you nor shared this information with you. It's probably extremely, extremely personal to her. And remember I said the energy, there's a 3 there. You may hear information that you do not like that's going to create even more confusion inside of your head. And I would suggest, based on the cards that we all just pulled there, that right now you have opened a can of worms that only your mom can close. And frankly, those worms, you will find out, because those worms are not going back in a can.
Pandora's box.
And nor is the fox.
Pandora's box.
Pandora's box, right? Did you pull a Lenny for him?
No, I haven't yet. Let me do that now.
There's three. The stepsister is the third one, so that's where the there you go. It's there may be time involved, hon. This is a creation of a seed, so she's not quite there yet. It is coming, but give her time to put the words and the thoughts together. Mary's going to pull Lenny's and see what she's got on that.
I've got loyalty, friendship.
Mary's reading too, yes.
Yeah.
Loyalty, puppy dog. This is your mother, right? You are the most important thing to her.
Closed book.
And the book. Books are secrets.
And the man.
Yeah.
The man is a closed book.
Yeah. She's just gotta find how she's gonna tell you whatever this is. Right.
But you're gonna get the news.
You will get the news. Yeah. So I love that that's a 6 of Cups. There's the completion of balance. I say 6 of Cups. It's got a 6 of Hearts on the
it's 6 of Hearts.
when I first started reading tarot cards, my grandmother taught me. I wasn't on tarot cards, I was on ordinary poker cards. And so, which were like very much like Lenny's, the way that she read.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Because the
Yeah,
Lennies
so,
are based on that.
Yeah, so we are in agreement that you are eventually going to find out, but because we're looking at knights, pages, and aces instead of kings, queens, and tens, there may be a bit of time in if your stepsister lets her. Do you feel a human blocking this, or is this just mom having a hard time putting the answer together? How do you feel that, you guys? Is this
I think it's mom has to deal with her own demons.
Yeah.
you feel
And
that
the
too, right?
demons and the demons are still too how do you call it, hard,
Oh,
like too
oh.
fresh.
Mhm.
It's too fresh.
She hasn't dealt with it herself yet.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
I'm getting that issue too. Yeah. So mom has, in order for you to put it together, Causeway, not only is your stepsister got to get out of the way, your mom's got to get herself out of the way as well. All right. Anyway, good luck with that. You will eventually find out. So that's a good answer. I don't know how long that's going to take your mom to put it together, but be patient and literally go with the flow. In the meantime, you really, really opened a can of worms. All right, Shelly Conway, you still hanging out here waiting for us to read for you? I don't see her in the chat here.
I do have to take off. I was just notified that there's a bit of an emergency going on over here, and I have to deal with that.
Want a quick
Oh,
card
good
before
luck
you
to
go?
you.
Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Oh, you got some stuff to put together. I got a Prince of Cups and a Page of Swords. So, yeah, trust. It's is this a son and a husband? The stuff is it's going to come together comfortably. This is interesting. I don't know what that is, but it'll work out. Good luck.
Thank you. All right. Have a great day.
Take care.
Bye.
All right. I am great. Strawberry Delight. Okay, so Shelly appears not to be here. So we're going to jump up. We're going to do Raspberry Roller Coaster now. Who is still here? Look at that. All right. You want to start, Mary?
Okay. Let me find the cards.
Mhm.
Let me see what that's all about.
All right. What? She's looking for something on her career.
Career. Okay.
And maybe love, she says.
Well, let's start with one and then we'll see where it goes.
Where is Greg? Greg is doing great. Now the coughing subsided about 3 days ago. And he is he's doing some work.
Okay, I got the wish card again.
Oh! Raspberry, you got the wish card.
And the Hierophant, which is
Oh.
how do you call it? A person in authority, if you want, tradition or whatever. Will he grant the wish? We've got the fire. 5 of fire. Be careful what is being said.
Wish for you.
Okay, be careful what is said. And what's interesting is that the secret or the advice card I have is the Explorer of Air. And if you look at the picture, he's actually listening to the birds and listening to where the information is coming from. If you look at the Hierophant.
That's the Knight of Swords? Okay.
Yeah. Because he has to hear and he has to see and he's observing. Now, if you look at the Hierophant that's here, the teacher, he's actually giving you dandelions, and behind him is a coyote, and the coyote is a trickster. So be aware of who is in your world that is promising a lot of things, but is actually a trickster.
Cool. That so plays out in my cards. You love my
Okay.
handstand. I don't know which one you're referring to, this one or this one. Thank you very much. Oh, yeah. So that totally focuses my cards, right? I got the Hanged Man followed by the Sun, followed by the Seven of Cups.
Decisions,
And
decisions.
sitting here kind of going, yeah, really? All right. Yeah, well, so it says it's the essence of shit or get off the pot, right?
Yeah.
There's you know what's up, you know what's what. What do you want? When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, right? Make the decision, shit or get off the pot.
Kind
Yes,
of
Raspberry says, Jesus, decisions, been dealing with that a lot. Well, trust in your decisions, Raspberry, and do them based on what you want and you need, because this is your go around, not anybody else's, and everybody else is responsible for
Okay.
their soul.
If you're looking at the Lenny, the
Mhm.
key
Yeah,
is your inspiration.
beautiful. Yeah.
Watch what you're doing.
What's that last card?
It's the clouds.
The clouds. Yeah. Right.
Okay, watch your headspace, because there's something new. It's going to be messy. It's going to be weird, but
Yeah.
there is something new coming. And that's your wish card in tarot.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is, but there's an essence of
Trust your intuition.
totally
That's your
trust your
key.
intuition, right? You've
That's your
got
key.
everything that your little heart is telling you about this, you need to listen to, because it's screaming like this Hanged Man followed by the Sun. This is you hanging around waiting for your heart's desire. Am I holding it upside down? No, I'm not. Right?
No, you're not.
This
You're
is
fine.
your heart's desire. This is everything you want, everything that you wish for, and you need this card to go and get it. And you got to not be wishy-washy about it. You really, really got to focus on what it is that you want and tell that to the universe. It can't be this or that. It's got to be exactly this. Otherwise, you might as well just hang around and wait, because that completion can't happen until you complete it, right? Yes. Yes. All right. Good luck with that, Raspberry. All right, so this is for Tony then. I guess Tony becomes, Tony is, how can you make a difference between, and what you do not want? Well, you have to take your focus off what you don't want. So, and
always be positive.
Always be positive. When you know what you don't want, you know what you do want, right? So I get up in the morning, the first thing I think to myself is, I want coffee. So I want coffee. The last thing I want is, I don't know, I don't want roast beef. But if I focus on roast beef, somebody's going to give me roast beef for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? What you put your energy, your thoughts, your efforts into, that's what the universe is going to respond to you, right? Everything, right? The universe doesn't hear, I don't want coffee. I don't want coffee. I don't want coffee.
The universe does not understand a negative.
Right? They don't understand negative because it doesn't exist on the other side, right? That's why affirmations are so powerful. Yes, Josh, well said. All right, Tony.
I was going to say a child, when you tell them not to slam the door, what are they going to do?
They're going to slam the door, right? Yeah, you got
Same
it.
thing.
That's all they hear. That's all they hear is what you, so take your focus off the negative, put it on the positive, right? Good luck.
Don't think of what you don't want, only think of what you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you think lack, you're going to get lack. If I don't have this, I don't have any milk. Well, you know what? You don't have any milk. That's all you're going to.
I just posted a video for somebody earlier today, and the guy said to me, I don't have a life. And I was like, oh, I got to read for this guy. And my first thought is, as long as you go through life thinking you don't have a life, how can you have a life?
That's right.
You get it. Thank you for the rose blueberry. All right, this is for Tony. Hi, Tony. How you doing? We're one of those crazy voices on the inside of this thing that your partner has a thing for hanging out with. So yeah. Hey, Baban, welcome. Always find the positive, right? Always look for the silver lining to every cloud. All right, we are reading for Tony here, Mary. I don't know if Tony has his own TikTok, but he's following us through his wife here now.
Does he have anything in particular, or are we just playing?
Oh, you're welcome, Kitia. That's so great. And then I got the Queen of Swords. Oh. Followed by the Queen of Wands. Okay, so this is kind of fun. All right, the pair of queens here. Are you sure you want me reading this with you in the room here, woman? King of Cups wants what are we choosing between two bosses, two wives, two sisters, two daughters, two women, between your wife and your mother? What is this? I don't know what I'm looking at. He says general. Yeah, I need him to answer who these women are, because I'm pretty sure he's the King of Cups and he's not sure what he wants and he needs to focus that. And one of these women is absolutely, he needs to have his head chopped off because she needs her power, and the other one has her power and he just gives it to her. So I don't know who these two are, but he's got to make a choice, I feel. And he's got to decide which of these two women are the ones that he wants to win, because you can't have two queens operating in the same space. It does not work, right?
No chess game.
All I know of is me. His mother, Allison, he's the one that's got to answer this. So it's you versus his boss, you versus his mother, you versus his sister. It's a woman that he has on equal. And it could also, these two feminine energies could be within him too, in which case I would be kind of thinking the guy's leading a secret life because he's got to chop off his own head so he can make himself real. And that's always a fun energy to have to play with. You've been married 15 years. Okay. Oh, so, all right. So he's looking at, he wants you to be the woman that he married. Do you feel that? All right. So, oh, your daughter. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. Your daughter, yeah, the fatherly aspect would definitely make the Queen of Wands the daughter. I assume that the daughter is not a teenager or a young, she's at least a woman in her own right, Allison, because this queen would not be a teenager or a young child. What do you got there? Not sure. That 8. We're gonna figure out who this energy is. What do you have coming in here?
Well, I have the Explorer of Air, which is your Knight of Swords, if you want, who is listening to the world around him, trying to figure out what's going on. So it could be the male in this story.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is the Hanged Man, the tree. He's got to look at things from a different perspective.
Right. It's like he's hanging around, he's waiting for something, right?
Yeah, or he's really got to turn himself around to look at things differently. And what's interesting is the water is the 8 of water, moving on, moving out, moving elsewhere. So is it, depending on the age of the daughter, is she moving out?
Is she moving? Yeah, there's definitely a moving on sort of aspect there, right?
You know, is she moving out of the house? Because again, my secret card is the Chariot.
Right. So there's
a movement thing going on.
Okay, so Allison says there's a settlement, an insurance settlement, and that's gonna change things. That is, so it changes the energy of my Queen of Wands here into Medicare. There's and he's a Pisces too. So yeah, so it's definitely, is there a surgery that we're all moving, Lee? What? No, we are all moving. Oh, they're all moving. So there is movement involved. Is there an opportunity for him to have a surgery to fix something medically as a result of the settlement? Because that may be what I'm seeing. Queens are definitely things being made real. It was your car accident. Okay. So yeah, so the queens are very so the Queen of Air and the Queen of Wands is very definitely something coming together.
There's some movement. There is something different coming up. something
Yeah.
that is not the same.
Oh, I see. I see. So as the settlement, right? Okay. So Tony, watch this. This is key, right? So as the settlement comes in, because this isn't about the money for Tony. Tony doesn't give a shit about the money. You feel this, Allison? Pay attention. Oh, he was hurt at work as well. Well, there you go. So whatever hurt there was for him at work, the healing is coming with this card, the TBI settlement as it comes in. Puts that in his place. The Queen of Swords being he's going to get surgery. So this is a surgery coming in. He needs shoulder surgery.
Mm.
But he's bringing this. He's more interested about how you are in this situation, Allison, as well. So he doesn't really care about if only enough money comes in for his surgery versus something that you need. He's going to forego that surgery. And I think that he needs to decide. There's 2 settlements coming. That's even better. This is everything coming together. There is, and it comes back to if you want more love and you want more of what you want in the relationship, put more of it into the relationship and just relax into this. Trust this. It's all coming real. You had the same surgery on June of last year. Okay. Well, so he knows what he's up against, and this is just, so he's not concerned. Why do you seem so concerned about this? I don't know what I'm looking for in his cards here, because this is just really comfortable and everything falling and coming together. Queen of Swords being his surgery, right on the heels of hers. And I know what it is. I know what it is. The Queen of Wands is her concern coming out that she thinks, watch this, she thinks that he is not going to be able to have the surgery because she won't be available to take care of him and his healing.
What's interesting is the Lennys are looking at the woman who is looking at strategy and the bear.
The bear being the government, that's the settlement, that's the insurance company.
And the worry and whatever. She looks worried in this picture.
Yeah.
But
she has no
the
reason.
Lennys are also saying everything's okay.
Everything's going to be just fine, honey bear. Everything is coming up roses. Totally. Yeah.
Or the sun.
Or the sun, as the case may be. Yes. And the sun, interestingly, in Lenny's means exactly the same thing that it means in tarot, which is he loves you. And well, I don't know if he loves you and only you, honey, but he loves the you that he married. Relax, get the hell out of your head and become yourself again, because he really, really loves the you that you are when you are not all in your head being the person that you think he doesn't love. So stop being the person you think he doesn't love and be the person that he loves, because he really does love you, right? Do you feel that, Mary?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right? Because frankly, you have a TB. No, I realize you'll never be the same, right? So you and he need to go back to step 1 and make real that passion and that love that you originally had for each other, because it's not about physical. It's not about the money. It's not about any of that. It's about the love and the passion that you guys originally had, and you gotta create it. You've got to make it real, because you know
what brought you together.
What
brought you together?
Right? Go back there, look at that, grab it, embrace it. And you want to get into the idea of spiritually giving power and knowledge to the love and focus on the love and make it an active thing. And that's, I mean, right? And
you have to go back to what sparked. How did you guys get together? What happened that you decided in the end to continue your lives together?
You got it.
Life got in the way. We got agendas. We had children to bring up. We had, jobs to take care of. And we forgot why we actually came to this person who is now sharing your life.
And here we are exposing their entire lives here on TikTok for all the world to see. Oh, and YouTube and the Zoom, because I've got a copy of this, you guys. But yeah,
seriously, you have to remember what it was.
Yeah. So they're in the situation. The power struggle is that, so she's there with the knowledge that he's trying to just come to grips with her car accident, right? And then all of a sudden he gets hurt at work, and she is thrown into this turmoil of fear, really. It is fear. The fear is created, and it's a very real fear, right? That's the Queen of Swords in this right now. That's the fear that Queen of Wands is no longer going to be able to take care of you, because now you or somebody else needs to take care of him. And the two of you guys are so together on this. That puppy dog card, the lovers card, these cards all coming together. You guys are so together on this. Get together, heart to heart, and be one with each other. And don't worry about the challenges that are coming. Together, you guys can overcome anything. You feel that? Best friends, stay that way, right? All right.
The main thing to do is to remember the roles we play.
Oh, I know.
You're playing the worry person. You're playing the person with the actual, okay, this is what we have to do next. You know what? That's not important.
No, absolutely not. Right.
That's dictated by other people.
I got to get a plug for my phone. Otherwise, I'm going to lose TikTok shortly. So I'm going to do that. I will be right back.
Okay.
If I can find one.
I wish I could give it to you, but I can't. I'm sitting here.
Do you see anything else in the cards there, Mary?
No, basically, I'm seeing things from a different perspective, which is my other world, but I'm trying to stay out of that one.
Don't tell me if I steal his.
I don't know where you have your things. I can always pull Lenny's. It's in a box.
All right.
Interestingly enough, the Lenny said it's in a box or in a room. You were looking for your, how do you call it, cord?
I was in the room. That's funny. No, you were supposed to pull the Lenny's for Tony.
I thought I did.
Tony. Oh, what did you get? I missed it.
I don't remember. You'd have to look at the.
Okay, what time we got? Oh, we got 10 minutes too. I'm supposed to finish it too. Wow.
Yeah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
I don't know what time he's coming home today, though.
Well, I cannot tell you that.
No, I bet you can't.
When he closes the market.
Well, that's 3 o'clock. So this one I gotta be done.
Yeah.
It's got a crew down there today. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well,
you asked when he's coming. I'm looking at the market. How do you call it? So it's when he closes the market.
And then Darcy. All right. You didn't hear it. Oh, I don't know. What was the Lenny card that you got for Tony?
I don't remember.
I don't either.
Tony, it was what the Explorer.
Oh, it's a puppy dog, wasn't it?
That was one of them.
Mm-hmm. Puppy dog.
I do remember I put them out, and I do remember talking about them, but I can't quite focus on what the actual things were.
I don't recall it being any different. The bear, right? The bear is the settlements, right? That's the
woman. There was the woman, and there was the bear, and there was a fox in the middle.
It was the fox in the middle, right?
Which is strategy, which is that kind of thing.
Yeah. Let me get my cup. Right back. Nothing but a cream. Oh, that's awful. I'm terrible. I'm very punny with my music. Okay, good luck with that, Allison. Best friends are the best things to have for partners, don't you think?
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
appreciate all the hearts, you guys. Now, where are we? Baba and I told you I would do a reading for you. And then we're going to do Dossie real quick afterwards, quick before Greg comes in. Because when
And that'll be probably as much time as you have.
yeah.
You got 7 minutes.
Well, we'll see what we can do here. Shelley Conway never came back. All right. Baba, here you go. Da-da-da. Ooh, 7 of Swords. 4 of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. All right. That's interesting. Okay, so I like to think of the 7 of Swords as thug.
Again.
Oh, what did you go? I love that. Again, that's scary.
Well, it's kind of interesting. Anyway, I don't know what's going on, but I get the World.
Somebody's getting oh God, I hope that's for Greg. Oh good, he picked up right away. That's our bookkeeper. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
I said I got the World.
Yep.
And then I got how do you call it? If you want the King of Pentacles or the Elder of Earth, I like her better. And I have another Elder of Water.
And so the elders in that deck, those are the kings?
Yeah. So here's the World.
King of Cups. What was the other one? The King of the World, followed by 2 male figures.
No, in my case, they're not. That's why I like this deck.
Oh, talk to me. What are we looking at?
Elder of Earth is a woman who is sure of her abilities. She is spinning wool, which is old, but she is happy doing it.
Right.
Okay. And then I have an Elder of Water who's going out fishing or coming back from fishing. Is it sunset or sunrise? We don't know. It depends on what's going on. And he is damn sure of himself too. He's had a good day, or he's going to have a good day.
Who you thinking these people are in the cards?
I have no idea, but because it's the World, I would say it's the person who has all the abilities to enjoy life.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Baban here how old Baban is. I'm looking at a photograph. Of course, the photograph is like this big, so I can't really tell. Looks like a female, 28. Okay, cool. 28.
If she's asking about what she wants or how she has, I would say she's got all the strengths of someone, a mature person who knows what they're doing and who knows what they want.
Yeah.
Okay, those are my elders, and who is in alignment with whatever it is they're going for.
Cool. All right. So
okay, that's what I get. And it's interesting because Lenny says heart. Lenny says dog. And Lenny says, get out of your head.
Heart, dog, clouds. I love it. Okay. Right. So the thug card, I said I got the 7 of Swords first, right?
Yep.
If there is ever a stinky thinking card in the deck, this be it. All right. I'll do a reading for somebody and energies will come up like that. And I get this card and I start thinking there's somebody's lying to themselves or somebody's lying to you. Okay. And in this case, based on the puppy dog card and the energies that I just saw on those Lennies, you're the one doing the lying to yourself, because I got a 4 of Pentacles here. This is solidity. This is everything. This is the democracy card. You couldn't ask for anything better. You need to get the hell out of your head. The more she says, oh, I need to figure out, I think. You got to get out of your
Don't.
head and trust.
Don't figure anything out.
heart. This is so real. This is so solid and comfortable. This is what the Ukraine had before Russia decided they had to mess things up. Okay. This is balance. This is something cool going on. So why are you sitting here looking at this, which looks like this is the kind of would you like a relationship like this, Mary? Does this feel healthy? This is, whoa, okay. So that's an interesting spin. The world is like, but it's not on your card, she's not looking out and leaving something. She's embracing it and pulling.
She's embracing the world. She's hanging on. She's enjoying every second of whatever it is.
She says to me, I'm an overthinker. No shit, Sherlock. Get out of your head, because, oh my God, if you feel like there's not enough love in your relationship, put more love in your relationship. This is your best friend.
The doggy and
she got the freaking puppy on the Lenny's. Bye-bye.
And the heart.
You had and put more. Stop thinking and start loving. You trust yourself. This person, this partner of yours, make it as real as it feels, because holy crap.
I would say also that we love to put labels on things. Get the labels off.
Yeah, take the labels off. He's her best friend. Well, yeah, well, start treating him like he's your best friend, right? And he's going to be your best friend right back. Look at that. He loves the attention. He loves the being with you, right? You love being with him. Do you feel that? Ask him. What are you waiting for? This is perfection. There's no law.
You can't get better cards.
She says, I will marry him sooner or later. And there's like, this is like, I feel wedding ring here. Yeah, he loves the attention. Do it the way he would do it to you if it were 100 years ago, and blow his freaking mind, because I'm willing to bet that it would. And he'd say yes. You feel that, Mary?
Oh, yeah.
This screams wedding ring at me. Blow his mind. Do it like the airplane in the sky. Will you marry me? Kind of thing. You know what I'm saying? I'd go after, chase that after, but I'm going to. Darcy, you still awake, honey? It's 3 a.m. Well past 3 a.m. in Australia right now. Good luck to you, Dan. I expect an invitation to the wedding. Okay, I don't need an invitation. Just send me a picture of all the party and stuff. And if he says no, I will hunt him down. All right. You are planning a proposal. Do it.
Go for it.
Make it blow his mind. It's 4 now. And yes. All right. So let's do this to get Darcy. How are you doing? You still off of work, Darcy? She was off on disability, was going back to work, and I don't know where she is. Just I have time. He hasn't walked in through the door yet. Let's see. Dust. Ooh, I got the art card, which is the Temperance card, followed by the Devil. This is a control card, followed by the Eon. Oh, okay. Well, Baban, you are the best readers I have ever met. Well, thank you, Baban.
Thank you.
Wow. I appreciate that. Yeah, she's a week off on annual leave. Oh, that's cool. So that's like spring break, I suppose.
All right. Somebody really needs that chariot. It's like the 6th time this has come up in my readings.
Yeah, that's crazy. Eh? So, right. So, okay. So why there's a creativity and going with the flow to that image. Mary, why is the chariot coming up for Darcy here?
I don't know, but part of the chariot, at least in this picture, is knowing how to use your canoe, keeping away from the shoals and the unseen rocks. Yeah. And that's the central card. So whatever is going on, yeah, it's about going with the flow, but also understanding how the flow is going.
Right.
Knowing to read.
Using your paddle to direct where you're going, right?
Yeah, because you're coming from still water and not sure of where you're going, and you're not seeing in the background of this particular card, there is a boat.
She says, creativity. I am an artist.
Oh, well, you're
Josh is playing in the TikTok. Hang on. He adds, I see the chariot as a dory as Dory with a capital D
Yeah.
from Finding Nemo. Just keep swimming. Oh, and then Dossie adds into the chat, I just accepted my job offer, but I wasn't sure. So we're reading her second guessing herself over something
That's right.
amazing here. Stop it, relax into it, go with the flow. This is a different kind of control, right? So I'm getting
and the cards are saying you've got
You-
all the necessary how do you call it,
I have-
talents and whatever that you need.
Oh, it's like that song Spinning Wheels.
Mhm.
Spinning wheels have to go around. Very cool. Yeah, I see the look at the face on this character on the card. Look at how you are absolutely in yourself and perfectly in exactly where you need to be, and still not sure, just not sure. Everything, all that, and a bag of chips, girlfriend. You always ask, but anything for family. What are you getting on
Okay.
family out of those cards?
Okay,
Oh,
just to
right,
finish your
okay, so
thought.
I'm getting a game, I'm getting a support, I'm getting teamwork. They are behind you 100%. Grandma's not doing well. You're not allowed to ask me about people not doing well. I got family essence. I would definitely tell grandma, how much you love her. Make your peace. I'm getting I got a cobra chicken jumping out of here, which sort of screams end of spring at me. When the Canada geese fly a little bit further south. I'm not getting, you need to relax. There's an essence to the thought of grandma coming out of these cards that says, again, the spinning wheel that Mary just mentioned. This is how it goes, right? Make sure that she knows now how much she means to you and how much you mean to her. Give her that opportunity as well. Relax into it and know that the moment that she passes, your meat suit and her meat suit ceases to be in the way with any relationship that you have with her, and it becomes a much easier relationship because you can do it at the drop of a hat. Okay, so
There are no barriers unless
no
you put them there.
Right.
Unless you put them there.
Yeah. That ain't. Oh, Josh lost his grandma to COVID too. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about that. What else can I show? Oh, I got a turtle jumping out. So turtle's about go slow, follow the path, relax into it. Don't force things, right? The elements, this temperance card, this art card is really about use your creativity to allow life to fall into place the way that it wants to on your behalf, and focus on the positivity, because that cup, that water, that's your guidepost. That's where you want to be. You might think that those things don't want to all work together, but they can and they will. You just got to let them, right?
Yeah. Go with the flow.
Go with the flow.
Don't.
Cards. You should do that. We'll do a competition when we figure out how to do the membership thing for the tarot reader in your pocket. We'll do a competition for to see how many cards. We'll do something like that. How many cards can you use in the tarot to say go with the flow?
Yeah,
something like that. That'd be a fun contest.
Well,
Was it? All
well,
right.
there, you have the contest. You have a lot of other things. I've used that idea with my teaching classes and whatever. So, you know, I think I got the original idea from Sasha Fenton in one of her books years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the story idea that I have came from what's his name, James Rickliff.
James, yeah.
Okay.
There's
I
a
read
high-strung fella. Oh my God, I love that man, but he is high-strung. Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know. I've never met him, but I love his books. So, you know, so there's a lot of things that we can play with.
You are welcome, Darcy. All righty. Yeah.
It's 2:07 if you need to be elsewhere or you're waiting for
Oh,
the shoe to, to
waiting for the
fall.
shoe to drop at this point. Oh, so there's Darcy's issue is she likes to have everything just so, right? She likes
Oh,
to have-
really?
She's a total planner. I see. It's the lack of planning is messing her up, right? So
Yeah.
So
yeah.
here she is. She's all in her head because she just got offered this new amazing freaking job that like blow you away how amazing this new job is, right? That it comes up in such a major way in the cards. And here she is kind of going, oh my God, they're handing me the world on a silver platter and I don't deserve it. And why is she doing this? And it always goes back to the same answer, ego inception. Get yourself out of your own way, Das. Your ego inception is going to do everything.
It's all about our little things, the programs of our first 8 years of life where you have been taught by everybody else, be they teachers, be they parents, be they anybody else, you are not good enough. The church teaches us that, everything else. But I mean, think about your first 8 years of life. You're a sponge. You keep hearing this thing. You're a worm. You're this. You're that.
And then at the moment of ego inception, not only do you accept everybody's suggestions,
you have no choice to accept them.
Right? You become it. Right? And that's when the ego inception happens. So your trick is to know that you are not what other people think of you. You
That's
are
right.
who and what you are choose to be. And if you can examine your entire existence in a moment, you can choose every moment. I try to teach my babies that they can be anything. And of course, but so can you. And the beauty of the choosing, right, is that
you have to choose
at any and you know what? If you go and you make a wrong choice, you can reach.
That's okay.
That's good. Yeah, you're never married to a bad decision. Never. Right. And you're teaching that to the babies, Dossie. Teach it to yourself, because that is
teaching it to your babies means you have to live it.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to listen to words. You never listened to the words when you were a baby. You saw what the adults were doing. And you made decisions based on the things that you understood. And this is why we're all messed up.
All right. God love you. Darcy, you should be able to sleep like a baby after that. Well, one of these days I'm going to do, I'll do a how to put yourself to sleep class for people. It's the most incredible thing. People don't know how to put themselves to sleep.
No, because they let their mind, I mean, we have been so distracted by everything and we think that everything is all the same. There is no priority or anything else. We're taught that there is no priority. You have to deal with everything because you're superhuman, because.
Yeah.
And we don't understand how to prioritize anything. I've seen that all my life. So.
Oh, at a girl. All right. Yeah. Here, Dossie. So for somebody who has spent their entire life so married to planning and dotting I's and crossing T's and doing it. Oh, she played an Easter bunny last week. That's totally random. Yeah, be more random. Say yes to the universe and jump in with your eyes open and your mouth open at the same time, right? Hey, roses are red. How are you? All right, so we're going to move on to Josh here, you guys. All right, but say yes to the universe. Say yes, say yes, say yes. I got this crazy, stupid TV show, if you will, on Netflix. And I thought, oh, what a great premise for a show, right? So they take these very real looking things and they make cakes that look just like the real thing. So like they have a series of hamburgers and one of them is a cake and it's called Is It Cake? It is the stupidest, dumbest program I have ever watched. And I gave it a chance. I gave it 2 episodes. Oh my God, dumbest thing. But if I could just get a clip of all the cakes that they have made holy crap. Oh my God. Some of the things that people are doing with cake, right? Get creative. It doesn't have to be real to be real. You know what I mean? That makes sense? All right. So
we're here to create life. So,
We are here to create, make it what you want, right?
all right,
Josh,
Josh,
we are reading for Josh Sagefire.
that's interesting. All right, Josh, I don't know.
I love the way you say that's interesting. If I were the victim, I'd be nervous about now, Josh. Dude.
Well, I don't know, Josh, what's going on in your life.
Interesting. Oh, we're about to find out. What do you see there,
But-
Mary? What you got?
But I got the Tower,
Oh,
and then I got the 3 of Air, which is the 3 of Swords, and I got the 7 of Earth, which is the 7 of Pentacles.
nice.
So something is definitely coming your way,
Look at my third card.
which is,
7 of Pentacles.
okay, that's my last card.
Yeah, mine too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway, the way I see it is there's a disruption coming. And if
Mhm.
you don't take charge of it, it will disrupt everything, which is what the 3, in my case, the 3 of Air, which is he's sitting there writing and making decisions. Okay. And then the 7 of Pentacles is check what's there and build for the future.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a element of harvest what you've put together.
Well, yeah, that
I've-
comes a little bit later.
Mm-hmm. Now I've got, well, you got to put it together, right?
Yeah.
I got going into that same 7 of Pentacles, right? I got the art card and the 10 of Wands. So this challenge.
That's also changes.
Yeah, so there's a change and there's a challenge that has been put together, and you have essentially you've got 2 opportunities here. You can take everything that you have built and created and put together here. You can take it to market, sell it, and walk on, right? There's an element of choice here suddenly, or you can keep it and enjoy it. And I really do not have a beginning. I have an ending, and you need to make that decision. So there is something here. You either want it, you want to keep it, you're going to put the work and effort and energy into completing it, or you're not. But either way, you win. Okay, I don't know what I'm looking at here, Mary, but
Well, what I'm interested in is I picked up the Lennies, and the Lennies has a ship going out. So do what you need to do.
yeah.
Okay. Don't let the little things bug you, which is the mice,
Mm-hmm.
because the fish are playing in the water.
Plenty, right? Oh,
Okay. So
more
that
fish.
tower that I have
Yeah.
is a change, but in your control, not
Yeah.
necessarily in someone else's control.
Yeah,
If
right.
you don't do something, whatever it is,
Mhm.
that's where you're going to get into trouble.
Right. So he says, with the year I had, I'm ready for anything. Well, you better be ready for something, because right here,
Do
I
something.
want you, yeah, very much. Do
something. Take a decision, make an effort, because the secret
Oh,
card here
Even
is
when we-
again
Ooh,
the
is he
2.
done? Hang on. Okay, so I know about grandma. And he was living with grandma. That's the end of that. Okay, so I got that ending. I got the ex. Did the relationship with the ex end? Is that what I'm looking at? Because this is taken. They broke up, karma. Oh, they broke up. So he's free again. Watch this. You could go back after it, and you could have what you had before, and you could have all of that. Or you could go forward and have all that. I kind of like the forward thing. You
Yep.
could put it together, though. You could absolutely put it back together. If you
Because that's what the
want
ship
it.
says.
What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? You have to tell the universe what you want, because this can't end until you tell the universe which way you're going, right? You need to decide, and you've got it all. Yes, you deserve better. Absolutely. But there's a disconnect. I'm getting this. You don't want Calvin. What do you want? Right?
Yeah,
He doesn't
that's
want
where the
Calvin, right? What does he want? What does he want? Do you see what he wants in those cards, Mary, that you pulled?
no, I see him doing something
Yep.
and
Is-
being very systematic about getting there.
Yeah, I know what this is. I know what this is.
And the ship says, put it out there.
Put it out there.
Don't think. Don't let the little mice eat your peace, because you
Oh.
will be abundant.
I know why I took this out. I want someone to love me and honor me and respect me.
Respect yourself.
Starts at home. Okay. So
Respect
you need to focus
yourself.
on love me, honor me, respect me. You
That's right.
are all that in a bag of chips, and ain't nobody good enough for you because you busy. You busy taking care of what you need to take care of, which is you. You feel that? Are you getting that? Mary?
Yep.
But this is focus on completing what you need to complete, which is grandma, right? Sorry that messed you up and screwed you over. But grandma's right there at the end of your heart. All you got to open up a conversation with her is go somewhere.
And she can still give you a lot of knowledge and things, because you know who she is.
Yeah. And you know,
and you can tap into that energy. I talk to my grandmother all the time.
Yeah, she's already coming to him and he's connecting with her already.
That's right.
So that's the harvest of that. Pay attention to that. Listen to the conversation that she's having, because she is taking advantage of your natural connection to spirit to help you
and to her,
right? What you understand, what you feel, that's you. That is you in her spirit on the other side. This is one single energy. She's coming to you because she can, in order to help you become all that you are asking the universe to help you to become, right? That's how the energy comes to you. You ask the universe for it.
You need an ally.
Here's the energy. All right. So these negative, these yang thoughts that you keep throwing at the universe, the yin ones, they're all great. They're all wonderful. The universe is going to give you all of that. What it wants you to stop doing is giving it the wishy-washy. Stop focusing on the past. Focus on the going forward. If you don't know where you're going to go forward, go sideways. Anything?
No, that's fine.
You like? Do it. There's take advantage of this. I don't know what this is, but I wish I could take advantage of that. All right. Okay, my partner still has not come in through the door. This I'm supposed to be.
He might still be on the phone.
Reading is, what do I mean by go sideways? Okay, let me see if I can describe the energy of go sideways.
Think of going in a canoe down the river.
Yes.
And then you come up to a rock. Yep. You can't go forward because the river isn't going to let you go backwards. So you've got to paddle around that obstacle.
And you got to turn your canoe sideways in order to flow around this rock that you're caught up against, right? So,
and you got to do it at a quick pace. Otherwise, you're going to end up in the rock.
He says, so essentially stay in the present. Bingo! Exactly.
Always be aware of what's going on.
Yeah. The moment that you cease to be in the present, you cease to be enjoying the gift that is the present. Get it? The present, right? Because, yeah.
Remember, you cannot do anything about the past. It's finished. You cannot do anything about the future. You can't change the future. All you can change is the present moment by your actions and your, how do you call it, gifts that you have. You know, all you can do is change the moment.
Yes. And listen.
That changes the future. That also changes the past to a certain degree. It will,
absolutely. And there's a transformation element. We talk about doing the onion skin peeling process of working with self, using shadow casting and God knows what else that you use with the cards to work on self. The key to using it is looking at cards that tell you that you are near the end. If you can look at, right, we're talking about the art card. This is what, 17 in the deck? Is the 17, right?
Which one is the art
Temperance.
card?
Temperance.
14. It's a 5.
right? So it's a 5. So it's about this chaos. 2, 2, 2 is a 6, right? It's about forward movement in that sense. Sixes are about perfect balance. Everything just fits perfectly. The fun thing is that if
You
you're
got to
in
get it there.
yeah, you got to get it there, right? So the 6 of Swords, you could look at it as being in the middle of the stress that is on its way to where you want to be, in spite of the fact that you really don't want to be where you are. You have no freaking choice. What can you do about it? And really, you can't really do anything. That's why it's in perfect balance. So here you are, you're stuck. So something needs to come in and change things. And that's why you look at the 6, right? You can't stay here, right? There is a new journey. But the 10 of Wands expressly says, what's my new challenge? And you have to choose that. And you haven't done that yet, right? That's why it's still a 10. Otherwise, that Ace of Wands would have been there going, here's a new challenge, right? Kind of, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like that. All right, so Shelley never did come back, eh? It will be chosen. Yeah, do it. Trust your heart, dude. You are such a lovely, lovely person. You deserve to have a best friend for a partner all day, every day. Right? All right.
Jumped out.
Haha, what is this? What is
The
that?
sun. The
Oh,
sun.
Sun. See? Seek your bliss. That should be your mantra. All right. All right. Who else?
Don't seek it. It's already there.
Greg is that for me. He really, really is. You know, he's pretty good at picking up on when I get unplugged from myself, and he does a really, really fine job of picking up the slack. My first husband was a best friend for me too. He wasn't a best friend for himself, and I wish I knew then what I know now, because maybe he might have learned something different, but then had he learned something different, I wouldn't be where I am now. So you really can't say.
Yeah, but the thing is, you learn from your experiences.
Yep.
As you go on. If you did not meet him and if you did not have him, you wouldn't be where you are now.
Absolutely. Things happen.
And in your headspace, as well as in your heart, as well as everywhere else. We meet the people we need to meet so we can grow. How we decide to grow is our decision and our responsibility. Are we going to create something new, change the karma that came into this, or are we going to pursue the same path over and over and over and over and over again? And this is
but there are those, Mary, who would contend that the whole reason that you're here is because you have to do that over and over and over again.
No,
I don't believe that.
No, because if you did, then what's the point? We are creators. We are made, as they say, in the image of our creator. The creator created. If we are made in that image, we are here to create.
You can see this. The Queen of Pentacles just dumped out of my deck.
Now, who is the Queen of Pentacles?
Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. That would be the creator, right? This is the
female creator, male creator, doesn't matter. The point is, everything we do, every moment that we breathe, we are creating. Whether we believe that or not. We create with every choice we make. The choice not to choose is a choice.
Yep, Danny. Yes, Josh says things happen for a reason. They do indeed. All
things happen so we can create more things, hopefully better things, not worse.
Oh, well, all right. So did one of you guys, somebody else wanted, I read for Kitty, I read for Josh. Did I read for you other guys at all? I already read for you today, Katia. I don't know if I'm going to get anything for you out of these cards.
You shouldn't read more than once a day.
Yeah, no. And Yeah, check the video. Angel Eve 26. All right, I'm gonna do this. This may be the last one. We'll see how this goes.
It's almost 2:30.
Yeah, I know. It's very weird for him to be out this late. Oh,
Well,
look at a 4 of Swords, followed by the Magician, followed by a 2 of Pentacles. All right, no worries, Katia. There will be other opportunities. Check out the Tarot Phenoms meetup group. Sign up there. Join the mailing list. All right, Angel Eve, 4 of Swords. So this is the recovery card. This is the recovery from something that was painful. Very often it's a physical pain, but sometimes it's a spiritual pain, but it's very painful anyway. It's followed by the Magician though. So whatever caused this pain is actually working in your favor and created a situation where you have everything that you need, all of the power, all of the tools to do exactly what you want to do and go where you want to go. All you have to do is decide where to put your first steps. And until you decide where to put your first steps, you will be stuck right here where you are. There's no rush, there's no push, there's no thing but the solidity of choosing. Is this Magician a dude? Because if this is a dude who suddenly presented himself after either a divorce or a death or a breakdown of a relationship that really, truly, totally broke your heart and you're thinking you're maybe not healed or recovered from yet, I like this Magician. I really like this Magician, and you deserve happiness and physical completion that this Magician is capable of bringing you. If this is you, you have everything that you need to bring yourself the physical completion that you are missing in this healing. And so you just got to choose to heal. It resonates, she says.
well,
What do you
here's
got there,
mine.
Mary?
I got some kind of conflict about,
Yes.
okay. The Guardian of Fire is interesting because he is, in this case, like your Magician, keeping the fires warm, checking things out behind the scenes.
The Guardians are the Knights?
No, the Queens.
The Queens are Guardians. Okay.
Okay, so he is the body that will keep the fire going, that keeps things in order, that is behind the scenes, ready to do what needs to be done.
The Catalyst.
The catalyst.
Right.
And here is your.
Is that a 9 of Pentacles?
Yep.
Oh,
Of course, she's in a field that you don't like, the lavender.
The feel of lavender. This is, I don't want you going there because there's lavender there, but you need to go there. You so need to go there. This is like everything that you wanted, everything that you need. Now go get it. What are you waiting for? Holy
and guess what the little secret card is again?
Oh, the 2 of Fire. Oh yeah, this is what you put the energy into it. And Angel Eve, I love that 2 of Wands because anytime I've ever sat down with somebody who's going, oh, I don't believe this shit, I get the 2 of Wands in their reading very often because they don't believe in the magic, because they need to put more of it into their existence. Yeah. So there's an element of stop testing this and relax into it. This is so real.
Dance with it. Dance with it.
Dance with it. Angel Eve, enjoy the shit out of this. This is all yours. And don't worry about where it's going. Just let it be what it is. You're allowed happiness in spite of whatever it was that went before. A key, you get a key followed by
the little mice. Get out of your head.
The mice. Yeah, the key is to pick apart. Yeah, get rid of the old guy. Get rid of, take apart whatever
and
the pain of
the extra card is the house.
Yeah,
security.
Be your own security. This isn't about anybody else. Trust yourself, trust your heart, trust your love, and go the freaking get it. And I really kind of hope whoever this Magician is can cook as well as my dude can. Holy crap. And don't worry about what other people think. Holy cow. That's beautiful.
No, it's not about others. It's always
No,
about
this is all
self.
about you. This is all about you, Angel. Good luck, honey. And let me know how it goes. Very cool. Ha 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 ha. Go after it. Who else we got there waiting? All right. I got Brenda Marie. I got Roses Are Red. Angel Eve says, I hope so. I'm bad at cooking.
Well, there are a lot more males that are cooking because they enjoy it, as opposed to a lot of women who have to do it because they have to do it because it's their role, because they cook like their mother, because.
Oh my God. Oh, did I tell you about my mother? So she picked her birthday, which is April 27th, for her death date. Because we have MAID here in Canada, so she can pick her date. You burn toast. Josh burns toast. All right. Yes. Okay. Brenda Marie. All right. We'll do Brenda Marie next. So, so my mom's supposed to die, right? I've got to call her today because, like, I haven't since I got home. I haven't actually. I've sent messages through my sister. Y'all know how I feel about my sister. Love my sister. I don't want to be friends with my sister, but she's my sister. So there you go. So we have MAID. Anyway, my mom picked her birthday. So I go up to Sarnia because she's going to die. We go say her goodbyes. Isn't old bag getting better and better every day that I am there? She has checked herself out of the hospital. She's living in the house. And the more, and I'm
she's made a decision to be broken.
But that's my mother. She's been that my whole life, right? She's
that's
been,
right. She's gonna bust every
put upon. She is going, I swear to God, somebody's gonna have to murder her in order to have her go out the way that she believes she deserves to be going out. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, so we go.
This is your mother. Just fell out.
Yeah, she wants to row out to sea, but she doesn't want to give up the freaking boat. So here she is on the way to the River Styx, right? And so here she is, constantly getting better and better and better. Well, we're sitting there, and then she says to me the day before I'm coming back here, having said my goodbyes, and we'll see you at the funeral kind of thing. She says to me, "Oh, I'm thinking of changing my death date because I keep getting stronger." It's the spring of drama for real, seriously. So there we are.
She will go when she is ready and not when she thinks, and not when she wants to be induced.
Exactly. Which because is what somebody said, what do you do? Somebody so-and-so wants MAID. And I said, look, it's my mother's death. Mind your own damn business. She wants to go, she can go. Yeah. And which is what I told her, right? All right. So we're going to do for Brenda Marie.
Brenda Marie.
I'm going to have to take a quick break. You can start. I will be right back. And
as long as Brenda Marie can hear me.
Brenda Marie, you can hear Mary, right? I'm pretty sure she can hear you because everybody else can.
Okay. Just making sure.
You should be good.
Okay. Let's find the cards. One. Oh, two came out together. And three. So Brenda Marie, I have the Explorer of Earth, which is the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow, go, and know what you have, know your worth, know things about your world. The Magician is here to help you. I don't know who your magician is, but you are the magician as well. And the third card I have is 8 of Air, 8 of Swords. It is basically in my deck a card that shows people being together, talking about what they need, and setting up things in the proper order. One of them has the peace pipe in his hand, or if you prefer the talking stick, both of them are fine. So it looks like you are ready. Ah, there's a phone.
Yeah, it's a phone on the, go ahead. I don't know if that's
okay. So just to recap, Tina, I have the Explorer of Earth, who is the Knight of Pentacles. She is sowing things, making sure that her forest is in perfect order. She's looking after her things. And I have the Magician, who is drumming his own drum, going in his own way, and making things happen.
Cool.
And the third card is Eight of Air, which is a different take on the Eight of Swords. I like this one because it is a circle of friends or not who are talking it out. And he is holding in his hand either a peace pipe or a talking stick, depending on how you want to look at it.
Oh, that's really neat. So it's like a peacemaker. Sort of
peacemaker, or getting people to talk together about what it is, because the Magician wants to do many things and the Explorer wants to keep things organized and in order. So that's what I see. What it's about, I ain't got a clue.
All righty. Let me see if I can add a little more clarity to it. So I'm looking at, so the Knight of Pence is the, okay, Greg will pick that one up. The Knight of Pentacles, right? So it's the fire, the Fire of Pentacles, right? So it's an action in Earth. So it's either new money, new job.
Yeah, it's working at something new. There's a Magician, which is also new energy. And I would say the Eight of Air is strategic teamwork, so things get done.
Right. So what I'm looking at, it looks like it, as opposed to being the creation of a new business, which very often is something new, that there's like the Knight of Pentacles says, put some money into the creation of something here. Get off your arse and go ahead and do this. The only thing keeping you from moving forward here is yourself and your stinky thinking. And you're kind of at a standpoint here. You are kind of between a rock and a hard place. And so that rock and the hard place energy of that Eight of Swords says to me that this Knight of Pentacles might be a son and the Magician be a husband, or you being at loggerheads with an energy of a younger male or yang energy being, if you will. So we need to focus what the who or what the Knight of Pentacles are. We've obviously nailed the energy. Brenda Marie says so true. So now I'm going to pull my cards. Those were Mary's cards I was just reading, by the way. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, so the Knight of Pentacles is the younger man. Brenda Marie is getting married.
She's getting married to a Magician. And my secret card is the World.
And you get the World. Oh, what fun. Oh, this is going to change everything for you. When is the wedding, Brenda Marie? I haven't even opened my cards yet. Look at that. That's crazy.
It's interesting because the Lennies are fascinating. It's clean the energies around you.
Yeah.
Clear out the energies. Spirit is with you.
Yeah.
Stars for the woman.
Oh my God. It's going to be a beautiful wedding. Oh my gosh. How wonderful. Great. Okay. So the Eight of Swords is like, just do it. Just put it together. Let me see what else I can get out of my cards. Ace of Pentacles.
Oh, that's good too.
Four of Cups. Followed by the Hangman. Well, yeah, patience. Dot your I's, cross your T's. You got a year to do it. Put it together. And yeah, don't become bridezilla. Here's the warning here. Just be patient. Be patient. Be patient. Wow.
Teamwork.
Lots of teamwork, right?
It takes a lot of people to make a wedding.
Yeah, figure out who's going to help you put it together the way you want it. And the Knight of Pentacles probably really doesn't care anywhere near as much about the details as you do. But verify with him what he needs before you put your wedding together. Do you get it? Right?
That's where the magic happens.
He will never understand the Cinderella wedding thing. If that's what I'm seeing there, he will never understand that. So make sure that his necessities, get those into place first, and then he's going to give you the world, and be super patient. This is all going to come together. It's going to be lovely. It's going to be wonderful. Everybody is going to be talking about this wedding for decades, because this is going to be the wedding of the century. You're all going to be so happy. And I want an invitation. This is going to be a party and a half, don't you think?
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
Wow. And look at the ring.
It's kind of funny because there's a wedding in my world that's coming up.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, Labor Day weekend.
Oh, nice.
So
I'm hoping to be at Rome Labor Day weekend with Peppermaster booth and Shanu salsa. Maybe other things. We'll see how that goes. You're welcome very much, Brenda Marie. All righty. And the fella still has not come in. Hi, Catherine. How you doing? Who else is still here? All right, let's see. All right. So it's only Catherine and Roses Are Red left there. If you guys want to speak now, forever hold your peace. Right? Thumb, 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 thumb. All right. I have a ton of work to do too. I don't know what he's working on. Well, it's good to see you, Catherine, who is doing great. You're gonna want the cards, you guys. Oh my God, Mary. You know how this thing blinks so badly? I refuse to actually sell readings on it. That somebody's like, I have friends of mine, they're selling $12 a reading on this thing.
no, don't do that. What I'm finding is so many people do it and undercharge for the work that we do, that it's become very, very like, how dare you charge more than X, you know? And they think that, grandma can do it for $5. Why should I charge more, or free?
Oh, that's worse. Yeah. I get you. Yeah.
Okay. So
oh yeah. Somebody sent me a mail. They said, why are you charging? Yeah, I did get snow yesterday. They said, why are you charging for a reading? I said, because I charge for readings. And
why does the doctor charge for healing?
Oh, no. They said, I'm not supposed to charge for readings. It's supposed to be a straight up exchange of the energy. And
how do you exchange energy?
I said, so financial exchange, that's an exchange of energy. That's pentacles coming out of your pocket, going into mine. And they said, oh, no. Energy has to be like spiritual energy. And
so what are you giving me in return?
Yeah, good wishes.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got some good wishes right back for you too. And they're like, so it's called.
Yeah, but you see, this is the whole thing.
I know it's awful.
There's so many people that just don't get the latest new agey trends, that they think that, oh, well, I'll just do whatever I want to do. Tarot is easy, apparently, because you know what? It'll come from inspiration. What? Never mind the 40 years of experience, never mind the 40 years of learning, never mind the fact that it does not happen on its own. Any artist.
Dare you charge for experience, lady? Good God.
Yeah, but look at an artist.
Right.
Okay. Wow. An artist can scribble. Any 2-year-old can scribble.
Truth.
But I'm not a 2-year-old anymore.
Oh, well, yeah, well,
okay.
Yeah, but I find that hilarious because I get the analogy, and then you see the video of the elephant that paints pictures.
Yeah, but who
actually paints pictures, right?
Yeah,
and
elephants and
like
others.
Tens of thousands of dollars to raise money to help care for these damned elephants, and I'm thinking, I'm in the wrong business. I should be an elephant.
Exactly. But I mean, so who's going to benefit from what you and I do? No, but I mean, all right, you're going to benefit from it. How are you paying your bills?
Oh, well, that's the beauty of it. That's where the good wishes come from. The good wishes pay the bills, right?
Yeah, I'd like the landlord to accept my good wishes. I'd like the tax man to accept the good wishes.
All righty.
I mean,
dear.
that's part of the problem. People just don't
Oh
understand.
my God, yeah. Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have. Catherine says, I have seen people asking for $25 for 3 cards, and they don't even know what the card means.
That's right. That's right.
Oh,
They'll read it out of a book.
oh,
Yeah,
at least
because
come join these classes and work out with each other what the cards mean, learn how to read the cards. But holy crap. Not only that, you're not supposed to be selling anything on TikTok anyway. Yeah, and they read it from a book. Yeah. Well, I've seen it, Catherine. I just about died when I first came on here. A friend of mine, Graham, who has not popped in yet today, but who often comes. I don't know if you know Graham.
No, I haven't met
Graham
him.
is he's a Brit living in the States. He's
Oh, I love those guys.
he's a Mr. Mom, and when he's not momming, he is a professional reader. Anyway, we when I first got on TikTok and he got on at the same time, and we were looking at it, kind of going, "Ooh, maybe we can sell our readings on TikTok because we want our readings getting out there, right?" And so we got on here, and I did the work involved because there was, I don't know if you're aware of this, Mary, but there's a great deal of work involved in getting enough
Oh, yeah.
on TikTok
yeah.
so that you can go live, right?
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I'm not on TikTok.
Yeah, because it takes a lot. It's work that you really, really got to want to be using TikTok for this thing. Otherwise, don't even bother, right? And
That's
for
right.
a little while there, what with the craziness with Mia, and if you don't know about Mia, stick around a while, you'll figure it out eventually. But the whole mess with this young kid stalking me was all about how much work is involved in creating an account that lets you go live on TikTok. And apparently, by messing around in my live and me reporting them, they got their account stripped from them. And yeah, it wasn't very nice. They did not feel particularly happy at me. As a matter of fact, I think they probably hate me to this day because now all of a sudden, and I know how much work is involved, but there's nothing I could do to help them get their account back. Too bad. So sad, but you really shouldn't be scasking on people in TikTok. And I'm really glad to not see any of the Westburn Baptists because I don't know if TikTok shut them down or what happened, but I haven't seen any in alive in ages. Remember those?
Yeah.
We don't even want to go there. But here we are, TikTok, and I don't know where, right? But some of these guys, they are getting paid serious kind of money to just make videos for as creators, right? So I'm sitting here kind of going, yeah, okay, you can make this money. So Graham and I go through this trouble. Graham's checking it out. I'm checking it out. And we discover at the end of it that this program, this app is so blinky, and the having to put up with the foolishness that is a children's app. And now I'm watching all the creators fund is now all of a sudden it's going to the celebrities who've discovered the app. Now all of a sudden all the creators is sharing the creators fund with all the celebrities who have no issue getting 1 million hits every time they post. They could pick their nose and they'd have 1 million hits on their videos, right?
That's the whole point.
Right.
The whole point is not you and me.
Right? Like they don't get it. They'll like go back on your TVs, go back on your movie screens and leave the social for what it is, right? Nah, there you go. So that's what it is. But yeah, I'll take advantage of this space. Anyway, we discovered that there's if somebody's going to pay me to do a reading and get my work, they're going to get my work. They're going to get it.
That's right.
Solid and private, just between me and them. And
it does not have to be on social. It does not have to be on social anything.
Right.
It is a private, how do you call it, journey, if you want to call it that, so that you can grow and create your own life and not someone else's version of your life.
Exactly. Right. And what I do like about TikTok, especially for, what did we call them? The baby witches and the guys, that this is a really great place just to practice tarot reading. I mean, I see some of these readers. This one woman I was talking about earlier, very nice lady, but she charges $12 a reading. And she just sits there. She reads the cards. I don't know how much money she makes. If she makes any money at all. But I don't feel comfortable. If somebody's going to throw money at me on this app, I do not feel confident that I am going to be plugged in long enough, A, for me to get paid, and B, to get the reading. So, you know, I'll take tips and shit, but that's all that I can't. I'd rather, I'll do the free stuff on TikTok, and I'll do my private stuff in private. It's
yeah. But private is a lot more, it's more sacred in a way, if that, not to use I can't find the right word, but the whole point of the effect is that you get in touch with your own self, call it your soul, call it whatever, and you come out there. It's almost like a religious event in the term of what religion used to be, not what it's turned into.
Right, so like personal introspection, right?
Yeah.
Catherine just said in the chat that it's more personal.
Yeah, it's not a psychologist or a psychiatrist type of thing where you talk and someone else listens. No, it's more of you getting in touch with where you're going. I work with creative people who actually get stumped, if you want to, for lack of a better word, and we kickstart the creative process again. It's the same with finding yourself in other methods and other ways. Yeah, a lot of shadow work is done, but I don't like to call it shadow work. So, you know, like there's many things that can be done to get yourself out of where you are and move to where you need to be. And only you can choose that, not me, not anyone else.
No, exactly. So Bella, for a full reading, I charge $125 US. Mary charges the same.
That's right.
We do free readings on here during our tarot classes, which is alternating Wednesdays and Thursdays, Wednesdays at noon, Thursdays at 2. So
that's until May?
I believe we have, yes, we've only gone until the end of April because we were expecting Finnegan's to open at the beginning of May, and that's not happening. So, but
then we'll have to work things out afterwards.
So you and I have a meeting to have, but I have to figure out which way is up for this. So if Bella would like to have some free cards, we can pull some free cards for her, and then I'm going to.
And it'll be time to.
Right here. So good, Bella. I think Bella has left. Did Bella leave? May not be reading for Bella. It looks like Bella may have left.
Yeah, well, it's almost 3, so we've been at it for 3 hours.
Yeah, all righty. No, I think Bella's gone. Her loss.
Okay.
How unfortunate. All right, to those of you still in the chat, thanks for hanging in there. Much appreciate you coming in.
Thank you.
The live. I scared
for your
her.
energies.
Catherine says I scared her. Well, she was willing to pay me for the reading. Then I guess, you know, she wasn't interested in the
amount.
Like, oh, sorry.
Yeah, but people don't understand that a real reading is not a 10-minute thing.
I don't think most people have even had a real tarot reading. I mean, if they're getting $12 tarot readings here
lost you.
That are the equivalent of, oh, look, I got a Knight of Pentacles. What can you do? Look, I can get so much information out of a single card, but there's no motion to it. This is like a photograph, like a 2-dimensional photograph.
Right? It's like looking through a keyhole.
Yeah, you don't even get the whole picture. I love Pentacles too. This is solidity. This is, man, this is control and power.
You might have a magician, but I've got a Knight of Pentacles.
You have a Knight of Pentacles, do you?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna let everybody go. Thank you guys for joining us.
Thank you very much. And it'll be next Thursday at 2.
Yes.
For this?
Okay, at 2 o'clock, you got that right. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. That's how Catherine felt today. Well,
Okay.
Catherine, check out Tarot Phenoms. Sign yourself up for the meetup, and you'll get
Information.
the details to join us in the Zoom room. Bring a deck of tarot cards if you don't have them. I will make a video this week. I keep threatening to make this. I will make a video showing you guys how to make a tarot deck out of 2 decks of playing cards, and that's fun.
That's always fun.
Alrighty. So check out Tarot Phenoms, you guys. You'll find us.
That's how you can also find us and
on Facebook as well.
Yeah.
Where Mary takes care of that, because I don't even know if I've added myself to that group yet, have I?
well, there's a Tarot Phenoms group, and you can find me as Tu Tarot anyway.
Yeah.
And that way, or you can send us a
Canadian
how do you call it?
Tarot,
An email through Tarot Phenoms, Mary or Tina.
CanadianTarot.com also, and I didn't tell you the good news. I got tarotguild.ca.
Good for you.
Yes. So
Now we'll have to get together and actually
that is
get
not
some
live yet, but that will be live soon. Hey, Bianca, how are you? And as soon as that goes live, we will be switching. Tarot Phenoms will become slightly more focused, and it will
Okay.
just be
Well, like I said, we'll have to get together once you get your world organized and whatever.
Mary, I do not think, oh God, I have to, as soon as I finish with you, I've got to phone my optometrist and get these fixed, because this is
optician.
not a filter, it's a broken arm. Then I'd rather this kind of broken arm than other kind of broken
Than the
arm.
other kind.
Did I tell you about Teo? I still can't go see Teo. I've got to wait. A minute, wait, I got 3 more days. He broke his leg.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, 2.5. He broke his freaking leg. Wait, it gets better. He split the femur vertically from the knee to the hip.
How the hell did he do that?
It's just one of those crazy freak twisting as you fall injuries that toddlers have. Crazy, eh?
Thank goodness he's young enough to fix it properly. His body will fix it, hopefully.
Oh, you know it will. Anyways,
no, but I know. But what I'm saying is properly, straight.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the whole point. It kind of
hope.
interesting why it would have happened. Yeah. I look at it from a different perspective, my dear. Yes, well, I'm not always that practical.
Yeah, you and I are not pediatricians, though. So apparently it's right. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyhow, I will let you go. I will let you guys go, and we'll
talk next time.
Indeed. You have a great day.
Everyone have a great day. It's sunny here, so that's